question that
Which guy?
Jesus.
with your 3D printer, what can you actually make exactly?
Everything.
And so a miniaturized figurine would
He
work?
could make those kinds of things.
Yeah, I can make that.
He can make anything you want almost as a figure.
And that's what we were talking about before is if you guys go to that Hero Forge and you want to make
it's a website.
Yeah,
I can go with you one day.
You can make a character. I guess you can buy the STL.
Yeah, it's like $8.
Yeah, so you can buy basically the computer file that I can put in my printer to make that mini.
So
because if you buy the figure itself, you're spending minimum of $9 plus shipping.
Oh shit, that's like
No.
15.
Well,
Like,
no,
the
the black one that I got,
them?
the primed one was 20. The gray one was 9, and you go 10 up every time.
Yeah.
So like, there's that one.
say,
Then
I
there's
thought
a
they
metal
were-
one there's the
Theirs are
bronze one
freaking
that's
expensive.
Yeah.
30. The bronze one's 30, and then the pewter one's like 40,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
So if I were to show you a picture of a character that I want
No.
3D,
Well,
There's a website called
Yes.
Hero Forge. It allows you to literally piece together the exact
Make
thing
it
that you make it yourself.
Oh.
The head, the hair, the
Like,
body type, the
the
armor, the
stance,
weapon, the
everything.
stance, everything.
Like they just give you
But
a
it's-
character,
Yeah.
and then you make
And it's an
whatever
image
you
on
want.
it.
Like,
Okay.
And again, I can show you.
did you
through
make
it.
one?
Mark made one. This.
Yeah.
Mark made that.
Huh.
He built that and then bought it on Hero Forge.
Yeah.
HeroForge.com.
Not
But
bad.
yeah,
Not bad
and
at
that's the
all.
thing. And
I
he can
haven't
take
seen-
the
I haven't
file, and you
I've had
build
that
that
one for a
on your
long
own.
while.
You build that on your own, but then you give him the file, so he prints that.
See, that's really
Like, you know the character that I have that's he's not painted yet, but he's all black. He's got a sword and wings.
You could even have
said that
them-
you've been
I did
talking
that at
about.
the same spot.
Okay.
I did that at the same at the
Same
same
joint.
website.
Yeah.
It's
You can have
build it
them-
yourself, yeah.
Here, George. You can even have them make it out of different materials and stuff like that, and like
Yeah,
already
you can
come
make it out of
pre-painted
heavier-
colors and all that
heavier
stuff.
It's resin is all it is. I just got to get that damn thing. I've got to spend time playing with the stats and the numbers to get it to actually print and get it right. But I do have a few other like test prints I'm gonna start putting in there. But yeah, no, if I can get it running, I can make fucking all the minis that we, these things. I can make these, the minis that we're using. So really what I'm going to end up doing is I'm actually going to go and print off all my own minis and then take all this shit that I've bought, because I haven't painted hardly any of it. I'm going to take all this shit that I bought, lot it out on fucking eBay, get the money back, and basically just buy resin to put in the printer to make a whole horde of shit.
I'd keep some of them. Like I don't see you getting rid of
special
the Tiamat.
Oh yeah, no, like this stuff I ain't touching. But like, all the
But yeah,
little mages.
George.
I'll probably keep the mimics.
No, you shouldn't keep the mimic. I almost thought.
No, you need to make a mimic that's like this big and put it in a dungeon at one point.
Oh my god, just a massive mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CR like 13 or something like that.
Yeah. It'd eat you alive.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna take all that and just get rid of it. I'll keep the cool stuff that I like.
Right.
Or the stuff that's half painted or that you started to
Yeah.
paint. Yeah.
But like most of these, I mean, they're brand new. They're in great shape. I don't need all of these because I can just make whatever I want. I actually have a website that I'm going to and downloading STL files for every single creature that is in the Avernus book to print out myself. So everything that's in there is going to be 3D printed.
What's the freaking? Is it a fire chicken or the abyssal chicken?
Oh, the abyssal chickens. Yes, I've
Abyssal
got
chickens?
it. I've got the file for that.
Dogs.
Abyssal chicken.
Well, hell, are you gonna just make the vehicle then, or are you gonna buy the vehicle?
I'm looking at possibly making one. I've found a couple of files. I don't know how big they are.
Okay.
So I've got to see how big they are. I like the ones you can buy, but it's $50. I'm like, for $50, I can buy 2 things of resin and just make the shit.
Yeah.
So I may end up.
Yeah, boys, monsters
breaking
are
this stuff, so.
rise.
Have you figured out what you're doing for Avernus yet?
Okay, so
You were getting on everybody. I want to do this. I want everybody, and everybody else.
No, because the divine sorcerer, spiritual weapon, or not spiritual, spirit guardians isn't one of the spells you can learn.
It's not when you
get
pick
to
up.
pick one for each level, and it's not It's not on the third level spell list for
Oh,
divine.
Yeah, it is.
Sorcerer,
Have you
not
seen
divine
the new
sorcerer, it's not.
Constantine movie?
Well,
It's a
no.
short
On the
film.
what it has is the
Nah,
divine
nah,
from
see
the
that.
divine sorcerer. It says
Have
you
not
pick from the
seen
cleric list
that.
or the sorcerer list.
Yeah, but
One-
it's
basically
select spells from them.
a set of short.
Where
I
was
know
that
because
at?
I
Because it
found-
wasn't in the book that way.
It's sort of like the set of
What's that
Black
in
Adam's
Tassos?
Return.
Yeah.
Or
You know, when Shazam
Yeah.
and Superman, Black Adam returns. It's sort of like those kind of stories.
what's this?
Okay.
The new DC
Cool.
set of movies.
So you guys, when we last left off, at the top of the stairs, you guys have come across another large square room. It's got the colored tiles on the floor. The two stairwells. You guys can kind of see this stairwell, and it leads up, and then there's another stairwell that goes up and around over there. And then that's where we're at. Last, you guys had knocked out the room full of hobgoblins with the liquor. Knocked them all unconscious. I think that was really about it. The other two were asleep next to the fire in the first starting room.
And we killed the two that woke up.
Yeah, well, yeah, the two that didn't go down, you
Is,
guys ended up taking those guys.
That guy
down.
right there, whoever that is.
That's
You have a guy just sitting there.
That's,
that's
his
my double.
shadow clone.
Oh, his shadow
Yeah.
clone. That's right.
My shadow clone is still
Which
around.
actually it ended up getting destroyed. So go ahead, and just
Yeah.
pull that off the board.
Because it got triggered somehow.
Yeah, they threw he threw a cup at it. The chieftain, the
That's
captain
right.
threw a
Yeah,
cup
somebody
at
threw
it.
a cup at it. Was like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, it's like, dude.
Flipped out, and
Kill
then
him.
they all like, what the? Because they all got drunk.
Yep. All right. What you guys doing?
Well, I'm going to. Let's see. I'm seeing these tiles, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to. Well, since my character figures out that the first thing happened last time, this time I'm going to examine the traps by, well, those tiles by going up close to one of them and kind of feeling
Gonna check it out. See.
Yeah, check out those front two tiles.
Okay. Give me a investigation roll.
Yes, now that I can do without killing myself. 22.
22. Okay.
And I'm saying that because I
Yeah, I saw what you rolled. So the purple one on your left-hand side of your character, the light purple, not the pink, the light purple one is.
Yeah, the one in the middle.
Yeah, you can tell that one has some trap mechanisms connected to it.
Don't step on this one. There's trap mechanisms to it. And what
Which
about
one
the
are you
blue
pointing
one?
to?
Yes, ma'am.
The first, sir. I'm a dwarf.
It's still in question. Which color spot was it?
The light purple one.
The light purple. So the one to the.
On the
Okay.
basically on the left-hand side of you guys in that.
Okay,
stairwell.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically the one that's in front.
Yep.
And
But nothing on the blue, like the light bluish one.
so
Why don't you step on the blue one and see what happens?
Okay, so I don't feel any mechanism, right?
Yeah, no. You
So
don't
I-
notice any kind of mechanisms or anything connected to that tile.
So then I slowly take one step and
Okay.
step on the blue
move your
one.
character on it.
Eric, do you mind moving my character? You're closest. I
Where you want to go?
Straight to the blue one.
Yep. Yeah, and it's 5 foot squares, so it's just the. Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, so all of these are just 5 feet?
No, they're 10 foot.
They're 10 by
Okay.
10, but
yeah, they're 10 by 10, but it's 5 foot squares.
Gotcha.
So yeah, nothing. You step on that one, you're good.
So,
okay, I continue.
do I see any like the mist or haze like was in the first set above us?
No, you didn't see it before. He was telling you where it was at.
Okay. Well, I'm saying I'm looking into it now. Is there any mist like the first room we were at? Like there was above. You know how there's that like haze
Not
on
that
the,
you
on the
can see.
ceiling? Okay, not that we can see.
Not that you can see.
Okay. Well, can
Remember, he was doing the ritual detect magic.
That's right. He was doing the ritual.
Yeah, so
in
he
the
was
first
telling
room.
you kind of where it was at.
Okay. In the first room.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't actually see any mist. It was him telling you, hey, it's kind of
I
here.
feel a haze. Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, you don't.
Well, I can't do detect magic, so.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Can I Eldritch Blast the ceiling, the shit out of the ceiling?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I'll Eldritch Blast straight down the blue line. I'll just say 1, 2, 3 up. So the square in front of him, the square 2 away from him, and the square 3 away from him, but reverse order. So 3, 2, 1,
okay.
and I'll Eldritch
So I'm
Blast
going to
each
be
one of
basically
those.
seeing fire in front
no.
of my face.
Yeah, it's
Force.
like little energy bolt, like little force bolts.
Okay.
So you are force blasting the ceiling tiles.
Yeah, like the area we were doing
Yeah.
before without seeing.
So
anything.
you end up seeing a reaction on this tile here.
Okay. What's the reaction?
And then you see basically it's one of those that shoves down like a piston real quick.
Okay.
Just pushes down.
I got
Okay.
But,
Chomper.
Nothing on the other
else.
twos?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Nothing on those.
Okay. So, Eric, you want to do something?
I'm just kind of hanging back, waiting for them to.
Kill me?
Yes.
Well, so the
Uh,
one on the blue end, so the one Vincent's on did nothing when he stepped on it. Then nothing,
Something.
smash like
Yeah.
a piston on the.
This one
this
right
one, yeah.
here. You saw the ceiling just shoved down real quick, like it was trying to smack something straight into the ground.
Because we never did find out what the pattern was on the last one. We just.
You just thunder stepped over and I flew over after I triggered all the mist airs. If you want, if you do the detect magic and can see the stuff again, then we could probably do that same thing. If
Yeah.
need be.
I'll do that.
Because that's what I did.
I'll,
I was just shooting blindly.
While they're tinkering, unless I could have already been doing that, I'll do a throw up divine.
Yeah, I mean,
dispel
we'll say-
magic or detect magic.
yeah,
As a
you're
ritual.
gonna do the ritual cast on it. Yeah, so it'll take you 10 minutes to kind of get that started. So I don't know if it's up to you guys if you want.
I'm not
wait
moving
for
any
him.
further. I want to see if I know he's doing that. I'm going to wait on it.
Okay.
Uh,
So you
I'm,
gonna keep going or you gonna wait?
I'm going to move just one more cube forward and then that's it.
Okay. Which way you going?
What?
You gonna go?
Yeah, just forward.
Just this way?
Yep.
You going that far?
Yeah,
How far?
that far.
That far? Okay.
Yep.
So you go that far up? Nothing.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Vince's life.
Like Scooby and Shaggy.
But yeah, no, you move that far up and nothing.
I'm gonna use the rest of everybody.
Okay. So you're gonna chill right there,
Okay.
and then when he gets back, we'll say.
I'll
that
do
he
the
gets
same line on the purple just because I'm waiting for the detect magic. So
Okay.
I'll just go 3 up from where he's at. So it's can I borrow your wood? Can I grab your wood? So above this one, and that one, Eldritch Blast again. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay. So
Trying to conduct a path
Yeah.
or
So-
trigger so then they don't activate.
The one here, you end up seeing it react, so it ends up opening up, and
White Keith. Oh shit's coming up. But the other ones were fine, right?
yeah.
And you release Darth Maul as he comes up.
Hell no. Zombies again?
Yep. Some zombies fall to the ground.
Fun. Vincent,
Or corpses.
have fun killing them with no radiant damage. Alright, cool.
Zombos.
But that's the only one that triggers, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, since initiative hasn't started, could I just shoot blasts in a straight line? By the way, these aren't even, so I don't know if these are drawn weird. If I could shoot a straight line, like straight across like that,
You're just gonna go across the ceiling.
yeah. Just, next one's here. Well, actually, I've shot up to here and nothing happened, right?
Oh, yeah. Those should be. I think those two got switched.
Hit it. Nope.
There it goes.
Yeah.
And
That looks better.
There we go.
Now they're
No more
not so
cross-eyed.
fucked up.
Cross-eyed tiles.
Lazy eyes. Alright, so... That works a lot fucking better.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Alright, I want to shoot at the blue one again, this pink one, and this black one with the 3 beams.
Alright, so the pink and the black. Alright, so you end up firing bolts at them. So basically, shortly after you fire those bolts, the zombies land. You're popping, a couple more bolts off at the black and the green one.
No, the blue one on the far end, because I want to see if that activates again.
Okay.
Then the purple, or then the because I just shot this one and nothing happened, so
Correct.
this one and this one.
That one. Okay. So you end up firing at those. This one, the piston comes down again.
Okay.
So it just, just the floor, the ceiling tile just pushes down.
Okay.
And then when you fire at this one, I think. So you fire at that one. It ends up. Being a. So the ceiling some holes open up in the ceiling on that pink one.
Uh-huh.
And it fires some darts straight down.
Okay. And then
And then the other one, let's see. So you did that one. So darts came out of that one, and then the other one.
the black one.
Let's see what we got. Gotta keep up with all these traps.
Yeah, I know. Bastard.
yeah.
Trap within a trap. Oh, wait, no, the line. Yeah, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Trap. Rah.
Let's see where. So that one, when you hit that one, it ends up spraying like a black oil.
So the black one gets black oil.
No. It means you're covered in oil. It means if you get caught on fire, you burn.
Yeah, so this one is covered in, the block on the floor now is covered in oil.
So I'm gonna have to maneuver
well,
to the
then
green
can
one.
I shoot the green one? This green one.
That green one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can shoot that one. So you'll have basically 3 bolts. So we'll just say you shot those.
Well, if that's the
you
case, I'll
shot
shoot
3.
more. So I shot 3 there, so I'll shoot 3 more. We'll do this
as
one.
you're about to shoot the next set of 3, because you did the blue, the pink, and the black one.
Yeah.
The zombies stand up and start walking towards you.
Okay, so I'll do.
So
I'll do the bolts. Then here. I'll do here, here, and here.
Which ones?
There.
Those 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
at that diagonal. So I'm trying to create a path that we can just walk over
We got
and see what happens. Yeah, we got zombies again.
Hold it! That's a little too far.
Uh-oh. Vincent didn't get his sneak attack. Uh-oh.
Yep. So they shamble. They come walking at Vincent there.
Hold them off. We're trying to find the path.
Did you have any luck finding anything, or is it still casting?
I'm just.
This is gonna be. You're probably close to finishing, and then he started testing ceiling tiles.
Gotcha.
Zombies fell out of one. The other one had a piston come down.
So
this one here had some some poison dart looking things kind of fire down out of the ceiling, and this tile on the floor is now
Covered in oil.
because it was just like a black oil slick.
And then and then my next round goes 1, 2, 3. So I'm trying to see if there's a path that doesn't trigger to there.
Right.
And I'm about ready to fight 3 zombies.
Yep.
Looks like you're on yourself. You're on your own.
Yeah.
You on your own, bitch.
You're gonna have some problems, boy.
Well, one of mine has the acid damage.
Radiant's what you need to do to the dead stuff.
Alright. So you're doing the
Oh,
green.
and then you might want to shoot firebolt there at some point just to ignite the oil so then we don't slip on it or have to deal with it. It just burns it up.
Okay. So you're doing the green, the black,
Yeah.
and the
So essentially this one, and this one. So this diagonal here.
okay.
Because right now we have a path to here that's clear. I'm just trying to get to here.
Yeah.
Claire, how do
So-
you figure?
When we step on it, nothing happens.
This one activates, and you see spikes come out of the ceiling.
But how? So we
Like
have to
giant
jump.
little spikes come shooting out of the ceiling.
Oh, ceiling? Okay.
Yeah. And then, because you're shooting the ceiling tiles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So spikes come out of the ceiling here. This one is some more poison darts come out of this one, and then this one, nothing.
So we have a path up to the pink where the ceiling's not doing anything, but we don't know what the floor does. Okay. Well then, I guess I'll move up to... could I move up to where Vincent is? Well, I'm gonna wait. I gotta wait a little bit.
So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just roll in initiative order.
George, by
12.
the way, this maze of yours, is it where we lose everyone until one of us isn't occupied with something?
No. What'd you roll?
5. He hit a natural 20 on his initiative. Which
Good man.
He's that means he rolled a 31.
Good grief.
Well, thank goodness I'm facing zombies.
Too bad you're not on assassination mode.
All right. Well.
Too bad he didn't know how to be an assassination rogue.
All right, Vince. You're
It's
gonna
actually
go
not my
first.
favorite type of rogue.
Sneak attack.
I actually like the scout
Please.
the best. It's a
No
better
sneak
skill
attack.
bot.
Nope.
But how?
You're not
Attack of
one of
them. You don't have
opportunity.
advantage.
No.
You gotta have advantage.
You have to have
Or
advantage.
have one opponent next to you. You've got 2.
One opponent, you one-on-one, you have
I mean,
advantage,
you still do
or
2d6 plus a d4. You
Yeah.
just don't get the sneak attack damage on that.
Oh, inspiration. We have
Oh,
inspiration
yeah.
around.
I used mine.
I had
I
one.
used mine.
I still had mine.
You had yours. For
No.
knocking out the hobgoblins.
Oh, I'll take another one.
Yeah.
You.
Vincent don't
knocking
get
out
one.
the hobos. Not right now.
I know why. I gotta see how he handles the zombies.
Yep. All right. What are you doing, Vinny? So you still do some good damage. I mean, you still do 2d6 acid, and then the
2d6 is essentially
It's
a
not
great
bad.
sword damage.
Yeah.
So it's a
not
base
bad.
great sword
You're
damage.
just not going to get the sneak attack.
Here we go. Here we
Just
go.
Yep, that's gonna be enough.
28.
That'll hit.
Okay, so I roll
2d6 and your d4, and then add 7.
2d6s and a
d4, which is the
Yep.
pyramid.
plus 7.
Yep. 6,
8,
7, 8.
15, plus 7. So
15.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
6, 7, 8 plus 7 is 15.
7 plus 8. 15.
15.
Yep, 15 damage.
All righty. So you hit the one zombie. Cool.
I'm going to hit the other zombie because I dare not move because I don't know what the tiles
The other
are.
one or
Take
the
a
same one?
The other one.
Take a stab at it.
17 plus 11.
Roll a
That'll hit.
d4 plus and add 1.
5.
5 damage to the other zombie.
Yes.
Okay.
You probably would have
Alright.
dropped the first one with that roll. They don't have a lot of hit points or a high AC.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would have would he have dropped the other one with the damage? The first one he hit? Okay, just curious.
Closer, but no.
Okay.
All right, so you're getting smacked by 2 zombies.
Whack,
They're-
whack.
They're slamming these, they're slamming their decayed stumps into you.
Biting his neck, eating his brains, sucking it out of his ear. Nasty shit like that.
All right, so 1. What's your AC? You're at 16.
Yes.
No,
No,
you get
17. 17.
Okay, so you get hit by 1 hit.
Now, give me a second here. This is where you could use Uncanny Dodge or Defensive Duelist. Defensive Duelist will add a number to your AC. He's just telling you if you hit or not. If you use your reaction for that, you might not take any damage at all. If you use Defensive Duelist, Uncanny just halves it.
Okay,
Yeah,
defensive duelist.
Yeah. So basically, if
Vincent,
you use that,
It's right here. So it reads, when you wield a finesse weapon, which is a dagger, which you're proficient in, which you are, another creature hits you with a melee attack. He stated you did. You can use your reaction to add your proficiency bonus, which is a 5. So your AC is now a 22 for the entire attack to my AC for this attack, potentially causing the attack to miss me.
Okay.
So do you want to have the damage, or do you want to take a plus
those are
5 to
your
your
Plus
AC?
5 to my AC.
you're gonna do the 5 to your AC.
Yes.
So it's gonna put you at a
22.
still hits.
Still, I don't know.
But
I didn't know what he rolled,
What's
but that's
5 damage.
that's all.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like
If it's something that very easily is going to hit you, don't you use your Uncanny Dodge. With things that don't hit as hard regularly,
Yeah, they don't hit
defensive
So
very
duelist.
are you allowed to use that after he knows the number on the dice?
No.
Yeah.
He just
yeah.
says if he hits or
Just if it's a hit, you can make that choice. So yeah.
I just didn't know how that would. 'cause that would be
So
my
I
Well,
chose
he
correctly.
just says
yeah,
if he
it's
hits.
just
'Cause
usually
it
it'll
sounds
be
You
kinda
chose the
like
better
wizard
option with
shield
what
stuff.
you're fighting.
kind of the same.
I
Yeah.
mean, and you're
Kinda
taking
same
5
thing.
damage as opposed to 3.
Yeah.
That's Uncanny Dodge would have given you 3 damage, not 5.
So there's 2 swings. The other zombie is not in range. That's it. Tiamat.
Just for the hell of it, I'll Eldritch Blast. I'll hit an Eldritch Blast with all 3 of them.
Okay.
So 3
Optic
beams there.
blast.
Yep.
Okay, I didn't roll. I need to roll the damage die or the hit die. My low is a 20.
Yep. There hits.
So I'm going to do, and I'll just pick how I want to spread out. So I'm going to do 8 to the one he hit with the most damage.
Okay.
I'll do 6 to the second one he hit, and 4 to the one that can't move yet.
Okay.
And it's force damage. Obviously, you know that.
Yeah. And then
I could do radiant, but I gotta get closer to it, and I don't trust these tiles yet. I'm still trying to find a path.
so this one.
It doesn't matter. He's not down. He's a zombie.
Yep. Zombie fun.
All right, that's my turn.
Cross
I am still ritually casting.
I'd say you would have probably had this done by now because it's been a little bit. So
Okay,
I'd
I
say
didn't know.
yeah. I'd say by now you've got it up and running, so you just can't do any concentration
Right,
stuff.
but I
you can still
cantrip.
cast.
Yeah. So I'll just firebolt the one in the back there.
Okay. Firebolt away.
13.
That'll hit.
They're zombies. They don't hit. They
I
don't
know,
hit.
but
They
still.
have like what 8 AC.
Pretty much.
Well, as you worded it, as long as we don't roll a 1,
roll
they're
a
going
one.
to hit.
Yeah. You roll a 1, it's a miss. Anything else? You guys?
18.
18 damage. Nice.
Watch it.
He's down.
Fire damage.
Hey Adam, what would happen if there were 1 zombie left? I rolled and it was a 1.
I would die laughing.
All right.
Well, there's 1 zombie left, so don't roll a 1.
You.
Now you can sneak attack.
I don't know. Does an unconscious or a
Yeah, they
down?
don't count.
They don't count. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
so
yeah,
you
you're
get your
engaged with
sneak attack
1,
now.
so your
Okay,
sneak attack will go
Sneak
off.
attack.
So
And-
roll, as long as you don't roll a 1.
And,
Then you're gonna drop
and I
it.
joked with Adam saying,
Yeah.
imagine a zombie at the end of the hall, and I
Miss like you always do.
20.
Natural
Natural
20.
Nice. I mean, even
It's
base
down.
damage is
Yeah,
going to be
he's
more
roasted.
than enough.
Yeah,
So
he's down.
the other one's down.
So
Don't even bother rolling
Yeah,
damage.
boom roast.
You
It's
crit,
nice
so
to hear
everything.
all of those dice though.
Yeah.
So actually, that one will.
Oh, that's right. It's radiant or crit. I forgot about that part.
Either way, like he was taking probably double. his-
Well, no. It's
if not triple.
with the abilities with zombies. If they take a critical hit or radiant damage, they
Yeah.
do not revive.
No,
No.
Constitution.
Yeah.
So
Isn't it fire as well?
No.
Or is it just-
No, it's
That
just
is
radiant
trolls.
or yeah.
Yeah,
Trolls are
okay.
fire or acid.
So-
Zombies are radiant or crits.
Anyways, like, isn't it the rule if you're a character and you take more than like double your life total, you're like
Yeah, as a player
instant kill?
character, yes.
Yes.
Instant death if you take
More than half of your
Basically,
max
I think
hit
it's like
points.
double your
Double your
max
max.
health
or
Yeah.
double
in
your
a
max
single
health.
hit.
Yeah, double your
So-
max health.
Yeah.
It's like jumping off a mountain.
Yeah. I mean,
you die.
if you basically go to negative whatever your max hit points. If your max hit points is 10 and you go to negative 10 in a single hit, you're done. Instant.
Yeah.
No saving throws.
Bye-bye.
No nothing. You just dead.
You is dead.
So that zombie, you just see Vincent kind of reach over and he's like, ah, catches it in the rib cage, and you just see kind of, and there's like, you know,
Intestine.
Oh, does he
body
get?
parts.
Does he
and-
get gooed from the
A little
body
bit.
exploding?
Gets a little
Okay.
bit. Gets a little bit of zombie goo on him.
Okay.
But
Well, now that that's the way, I'm gonna look off.
This is
Mhm.
the way.
Yeah. Well, they gotta roll their ups, so.
yeah. Let me see. What was the last?
Super goop.
We'll see. That one. Yep. So this one.
The other one doesn't.
Nope.
Vincent, you've rolled more than 20s tonight already. Then maybe
He's got a big old stump coming at him. Oop, there we go.
And a dice hitting the floor.
That'll be a hit.
I will use the same.
Defensive duelist.
Defensive duelist.
So he's now
Alright.
at 22.
So it's a miss.
See? And that's that. But that's the thing. If it's something that you know is like Tiamat, more than likely she was going to hit you. The uncanny dodge is a lot more effective than defensive duelist.
Yeah.
This, it's a little. Its hit is a lot lower, so the defensive duelist is your more optimum choice
So it's
because
gonna
it's a
be-
0 to a half.
Yeah. It's not going to be that high of a number that you
Yes.
might be knocking out.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Mhm.
So yeah, because you did that, you added 5. My hit misses.
Right. But if that was Tiamat,
You
It
probably
probably would not have mattered.
she probably could have rolled a 2 and still found a way to hit you.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
put
she-
your right hand in and you-
All right. Tobias.
After he finishes the cast, do I see the mist now, or does
No.
he explain where the detections are?
Up to him.
All right. You.
What?
Oh, I'm just saying. You finished your detect magic. What do you see?
Oh yeah, this is the way.
Oh, okay. This is the way.
Okay. So basically, let's see.
Well, yeah,
You
because Eric doesn't
see-
know. Crosser does.
Yeah, Crossa.
Yeah. Crossing knows.
Eric, have Crossa. Tell me. Tell Adam.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
DM, what does Crosser see?
the hell?
What's going on here?
I would have loved to shove one of these zombies back 10 feet into like one of the traps.
Repelling blast would do that with your.
I don't have
that.
Well, I don't have. I'm not a warlock, so I got it through Magic Initiate.
Gotcha.
So I won't get any of the evocations with it.
All right. So you see.
Plus, I want them to come towards me so I can smack them.
That's
So,
cool.
as far as the ceiling and the haze that is in front of it, you see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see ceiling traps. Yes, on here, here, and here.
Okay.
So those 3 have like haze in front of them. So
Okay.
you know they got the little magical detection in front of them. So those 1, 2, 3. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
So there's virtually no way of getting
So,
across.
could we put a...
And this one.
Well, do we know which door we want to go to?
Yes, that door.
There's 2 different stairwells.
Yeah.
I haven't even figured out which door... Yeah, I haven't figured out which door I want to go to yet.
Well, let's just do the closer one, and then we'll see what's going on. And
Oh, we had to jump an entire square.
No.
Hmm?
we could have just sent his.
So what are you doing,
kid
Tobias?
out and have him walk.
You got zombies still standing in front of
He
Orsic.
can fucking deal with them. Just- okay.
And
Can I... Okay, if I trigger the ceiling traps, it doesn't prevent them from not activating again. Correct? Because I shot the blue one twice, and you said it activated.
Yep.
So...
But you didn't see the haze in front of these 3.
Which I did hit.
Yes.
So I...
And then
so I-
this one as well. So
But the haze is still on the blue one that I hit that had the
Yes.
down? Okay. So, so that means that the haze is on... It's a pressure sensitive plate. That's why it's coming down. Because when I hit the ceiling, it activated it, but it didn't remove the haze. These have already been triggered, so they're probably clean unless they have a pressure plate. So let me shoot the Eldritch Blast here on the floor to see if the pressure activates something.
okay, so you're
That
shooting
makes
at the
sense.
floor.
Yeah, I want to shoot at the floor to see if on those 3
Well, you said the black one had the tar on it or whatever it was.
it has.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got the oil,
Yes. It
but your
is.
fire's just gonna burn it. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna activate the thing.
So you're doing those 3.
Yeah, because I want to see if
Um.
standing on it does anything, or the pressure if it does anything.
Yeah. So you see this one activate, and basically, you see out of the wall, like a giant curved blade just kind of swings out like 10 foot.
Okay. And then nothing on the black or the green.
Nope.
Okay. So that means those are clear. We just gotta find a way to clear the other ones. All right.
Doing anything else? Well, you shot the.
No, I shot that. We're still technically in
So,
combat, so I
cross
shot
up.
the Eldritch Blast there.
I'll firebolt the
Zomboid.
no, the oil on the black square.
Okay.
Just to burn it away.
Yeah. So that starts it up and it starts burning. So.
So now, what I'm gonna, well, it's
Yeah, it's gonna be
your
this-
thing. Yeah, I forgot we're still in
Yeah.
combat.
So that's cross. Back to Orsic. What you doing? You
Kill
got
it.
the zombie.
Kill
Get
zombie. Kill zombie.
Get the stabby stab.
Yeah, I wanted to have him get another sneak attack.
Yeah. 18.
18.
18.
Yes.
Hit?
I rolled a 2 in the head, so like.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're gonna get your sneak attack, and so you get to roll a shit ton of die. You're gonna roll your
Yeah,
10d6 and your d4,
Yep.
10
and it's
D6,
wait,
2,
doesn't it have
4,
like
5, 6,
one?
7,
Yeah. Yeah. It's only got one.
8.
Just one roll.
How
But
much?
the number matters.
Oh, that's true.
How much d6s did you say?
I see.
So it's going to be what 8, 10 d6s.
10 D6.
Golly.
10d6 and a d4.
Yeah. That's sneak
Okay.
attack.
Golly.
Two,
See,
four,
this gives
6,
you-
8,
You guys end up beating that Dagon Tiger X last
10.
time?
Which one? Oh, T-Rex. No, we never went back and
And-
fought that thing. We ended up fighting some other crazed ass monster. Like a bloody Diablos and a crazed we fought some other just
20,
nasty stuff.
30,
Wow.
Took
I'm
on
excited.
40.
Magnum Hollow. Took on a
Sounds-
couple others.
53.
53. Okay. Zombies gone.
And I'm going to move.
All right.
I'm going to move to the other blue square.
Cool. You gonna move forward?
Forward, yes.
Okay.
And can I shove the corpses out
Well,
of my way?
I mean, yeah, you can shove them out of the way.
Yep, I'll do that as well.
Okay. So you can. Where are you gonna shove them to?
Just that way. No, to the
purple.
purple ones.
Shoving them over to the purple.
Yes.
Okay. You shove them over to the purple and nothing.
Do you mind moving
Oh yeah.
the zombies to where?
Or they're gone though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just
What are you gonna
corpses
do?
now.
Just snowplow them?
They're just corpses now.
Okay, so I'm gonna then move to that next blue one.
I was kind of meaning to put a body on each one, not both
no,
of them, but it's fine. You're good. You're good.
You're
That's what I'm
moving-
doing? Yes.
You're walking up.
Yes.
All right. Walk up there.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'm going to. Then my next move is gonna take one corpse and then put it on the other purple one.
Okay. As soon as you step on that tile,
The blue one that I'm standing on.
yes.
You hold it. You said the first. You
I
said,
shot the ceiling, not the floors.
Disengage.
Quickly. Reaction. Move.
Defensive duelist.
Move.
So you take 15 damage.
From what?
As you step on that tile, spikes come out of the wall and stab you.
Can I? If I'm hearing it, can't I just get out of the way? Like
No.
move back?
This is Indiana Jones speed.
But Indiana Jones survives. He doesn't get hit.
He
with
knew they
spikes.
were there beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, you survived as well. So.
Yeah, so technically,
So I take 15 damage, man.
no.
15 piercing damage.
Ow! I can't even do uncanny
Nope.
dodge.
Nope.
Nope, because it's not combat technically.
Yuppers.
Shoot, I'll just blast the floor again.
So let me.
Activated again. One,
Oh
two,
my
three.
God.
I
Alright.
take 15
Uh,
damage.
So what's happening? So we were out of combat, so you guys can do. as you-
I want to shoot the floor of this purple square here, this pink one, and this black one. Because they don't have mists on them, but I want to see their
So you're shooting. You said this
purple
one?
there. Yep.
Pink.
The floor, because
Yeah.
I've shot the ceiling of those already.
Yeah.
So I can do-
this one,
And then the black one moreover.
this
If you
one.
point
Yeah.
to 3 more, and you want to try, I've got Eldritch Blast, and I've got 3
Well,
targets
just
as well.
well,
We can both
I don't know
do-
if I've shot the ceiling here.
I'm just
Yes,
saying for the
yeah,
you
same
shot
the
action.
ceiling.
So I've got so these 3 ceilings, so these 3 floors. Well, the path I figured
well, no,
is
actually, you haven't shot this ceiling. You shot
Okay.
this floor.
Okay.
Or in this ceiling.
so
But now you just shot this one, this one, this one
on the floor, but I
No
haven't.
reaction.
So if you want to shoot the ceiling here,
Yeah.
and then whatever other ones, because right now the path, if I may, the path that I found that we can go is here, here, here,
Ah!
here, then here, here, here. But these floors I haven't shot yet either. So if you want to shoot floor, 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 no, I shot the floors here. Nothing happened. I haven't shot the floor here or here. So if you want to shoot those
I would
two
do
and then
that.
whatever one.
Well, you just shot the black one.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
I
did-
shot the floor. Yeah, I haven't shot the
Yeah.
ceiling yet. So
Oh,
this
yes.
one I haven't shot the floor
Yeah.
on. I shot the ceiling, not the floor.
Yep.
So if you want to shoot the floor there and
Yep.
the ceiling there,
Yep. Done.
and then whatever one you want to do.
Done.
Let
Yep.
me see.
you're
So
gonna shoot those
basically,
3 tiles on the ceiling.
Hmm?
All right.
Yeah.
So
Are we doing floor or ceiling on that now?
I'm doing floor, floor, floor.
Okay.
You do ceiling, floor,
Okay.
and then whatever other one you want to
It
shoot.
doesn't matter. If
I think I shot the ceiling here. So if you want to do the floor
Yes,
here
you
too.
did.
I just did the
No, I did the floor on these 3 already. So yeah, floor here, ceiling here, and then
Yep,
I
I'll
mean,
do
if
the
you
black
wanna-
one again with the
yeah,
floor
yeah.
that I shot
However
the
way.
I got
wall off
hit
of.
with.
So, as you fire the middle black one
That one.
on the floor and the pink and purple one, floor, nothing. No reactions.
So nothing on these floors.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Cross
Can
is
we-
shooting the ceilings.
He's shooting this. Yeah, we'll say. Yeah, just to make it easier, I'll say I did floor, so he did ceiling,
Is there a
ceiling.
way for us to notate
Before
these,
here.
like to mark them?
I'm doing it already. I already have the map. This is already cleared. This is yellow, and we don't know about the floor.
Right, but I was
But
gonna say,
all
like,
this whole path right here to here, here, over, and up is clear.
if we
other
have to
than
come
this
back through here,
floor.
though, is what I was trying to say.
Oh, I can. I mean,
I mean,
I'm
I've got
assu-
them marked.
yeah.
so-
I'm assuming
okay.
you will
Yeah.
say like since we
Yeah.
went through it, we
I've
know
got
what
'em-
they are.
I've got them tracked,
Alright.
so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That works.
So if
Because
you're
we do
doing
have to go
those
back.
3
That's right, and then come this
ceilings-
way.
I'm clutching my arm because of spikes.
So,
There you go.
when you fire this ceiling, when you do that one, you end up seeing that it opens up and you see some vents that spray green gas straight down into the middle of the room. And it's...
What do you mean middle of the room? It's spreading everywhere?
It spreads a little bit. Let me see.
You might be within range.
See how far.
You really want to kill my guy?
No,
don't
I just
you?
would laugh if he did die.
No.
Because your whole
Again?
goal is to survive. You have 9 total deaths. You get one more, you're in double digits. Which I think would be hilarious.
Alright, so basically, when you do that, so gas pumps out from
Yep.
the ceiling, and it encompasses all of these squares.
Those.
So there's a green cloud of...
Okay. And is it not dissipating?
No, not right away.
Okay. So we'll have to let that air out. But it's that, you say 15-foot radius? Let's say from the middle of the room here.
It's
So,
about-
okay,
it's
5, 10,
about-
15, 20.
Yeah.
So, okay, so this is the edge.
Yeah.
That's the edge. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's, okay.
So it encompasses the entire middle of the room for
Okay.
now.
That's fine. So,
And then the other ceilings, nothing.
so we can move blue, then we can go this purple, but then we gotta wait for this to dissipate before we move any further. And then we can go to the pink, and then we move up to this black, and we're clear.
You.
So that's the path that I see to get to that stairwell.
Let's do it.
Alright, so we're gonna move up to here.
Stepping into the cloud?
No.
No.
The cloud's here. We're stepping into this purple.
Okay.
So we're stepping just on the cusp, waiting for the cloud to dissipate. And then the path we follow is pink, black, in.
Okay. So, as you guys are standing there next to the cloud waiting, the cloud lasts for about a minute or so. And then it starts to dissipate and just kind of, dissolve away. And then...
I'll try to blow it.
Oh, wrong blow.
he's like... He's waving his hands at it and shit.
Vincent takes his dagger. Orsic is doing
He's
this
like,
to it.
can I attack it? Can I stab it?
Can I stab it?
But yeah, it lasts for about a minute and then it dissipates away. And then if that's the path you guys are following, then you are able to... it takes several minutes for the fire to die down, but by the time you guys cross the room, the stink cloud, everything kind of dissipates. Cool. Then you guys are able to get to that stairwell.
Okay. So... There. We're at the stairwell.
Lean
Boom.
over to Orsic and say, "That shoulder looks like it hurts."
I just look at you with anger.
I'm not the one.
Anger!
I know I'm hit.
So how's it feel to be stabbed?
Not fun.
You got shanked.
You got stabbed.
Yeah.
I almost thought you said there's a brick wall out.
So yeah, we'll follow that up.
Let's wait until George gets everything together, Adam.
Let's see.
I feel like I'm in a casino when I have this.
Right.
The chips.
The bank wins.
Yeah, the casino always wins.
The house always wins. It sucks.
That's why you get out when you can.
That's why you don't go.
Bingo. That's why you bet you don't gamble.
Hey, you go in there with a limit, and you leave with money in your pocket if you can.
Well, that's
Don't
what.
leave with less than what you intended.
Well, that's why I was telling Jacqueline, even with the Derby, we were talking about, I wish we put more on the horse. I said, yeah, but then we're gambling. I said, I don't win when I gamble. I can win when I bet. So I always bet, just minute money where it's like, if I lose, I don't lose a lot.
That's the key.
And if I win, I
if you're
can.
doing it just to have fun and have
Yeah.
a time, just don't
Yeah.
put yourself
But
in
that's
a
what-
position where it's like,
I'm not like, I need to put $35 on the superfecta, and this is... That to me, if I put $1 on it, I'm like, I'll do it just to do it once. But I'm not gonna but that's the thing, on the long shot, we put, I think.
Oh,
I don't even remember. It was like maybe $10 across the board, or something like. No, we didn't bet that high. We bet like a total of, I think 12 total or something like that
I told
on
you
it.
my buddy.
So
hit
we
the
did
trifecta,
4-4-4.
right, for this derby.
Oh,
He hit
did
the trifecta.
Oh shit!
The trifecta actually, like when I was looking, I was like, I might have gotten that right if I tried, but the exacta moved. I was not even close to
It was
that.
the favorite.
What do you mean trifecta?
It was-
What's the
The
trifecta?
trifecta is guessing the top 3 horses in order.
Okay.
So the winner, so win, play, show. And the thing is, I probably could have hit the trifecta if I tried it, but
it was like
because it was the long shot, the favorite, and then one that Jacqueline liked. So I was like,
It was
I probably
one of
would
the
have
other
done
favorites.
that. Yeah.
it was like a
Z-
$7,000.
Zandon or something
Like
like that.
$7,000 on that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's insane.
That's
Yep.
nuts. From horses.
So we go up there. We see a bunny. We think it's food, and then it eats us like Mighty Python. And no,
So, you guys, are you guys going all the way to the top of the stairs?
Oh well, I guess we're gonna peek over the top.
I'm
of the
going
stairs
to
first.
Okay.
send my second clone, if you don't mind.
You gonna do the second clone?
Yep.
All right. You guys gonna go to the top of the stairs and do it, or are you doing it at the bottom?
I'd say.
I'm gonna stay out of eye shot if anything's on top. I want to be able to see in the
scout it
room.
first.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys
Yeah.
gonna stay back there and let him do it.
We'll go halfway up the
Yeah,
stairs
nope.
and then have them scout.
Wizards don't do that.
Wizards don't go halfway up.
All right. So we'll move these and scoot all of this back down. Because we may be needing more room.
Like I'm playing Pokemon.
Oh.
When you go into a building and it like shifts everything down and then moves the screen up.
So you go there, and you're sending your clone up.
Yep.
You're gonna send him to the top of the stairs.
Yep.
Okay. So as he gets to the top of the stairs, and you're doing the whole look through it.
Yes.
Okay. So you get to the top of the stairs there. As you get to the top of the stairs in this room, you notice that there are some very large stalactites or stalagmites.
So
Mites.
he can't
Mites of
see
the ground.
anything in his
Current
Around
vicinity.
you guys?
Yeah.
No. Like he basically shuts down his senses. He can still feel, but he shuts
gonna be
down
an
like his eyes
asshole.
and ears so that he can see and hear through the clone.
What the
Right.
fuck is Cross gonna do?
Can I just like brush up against him like fart a little bit?
I mean, he'll still smell it. The only thing he loses is his sight and hearing.
Wet Willy?
Did it.
Yeah.
Give him a wet willy.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Dang, Tomias, that's a dick move.
Hey, mine calls
dang it.
lightning, bitch.
I
So
fart lightning.
I see
That
stalactites.
crap thunder.
So I see stalactites or
Yes.
stalagmites.
Mites from the bottom. So you see some very large stalagmites in the room. And then you see a couple of large masses, kind of. One's laying over here, like a large mass.
Of what?
And then you can kind of see a little bit of one in the far corner.
Large mass of what?
You gonna go see?
Yes.
All right. So you start walking through the room.
Could your stick is right there.
Yeah.
Which path?
A little forward. Now to the side.
Slide to the left.
Slide.
Slide a little more.
Slide.
And
These don't exist, right? These shapes that are
Yeah,
built in
no.
don't exist.
So there's one here.
These are the masses that he's seeing.
No, these are stalactites.
Stalactites.
Or
Okay.
stalagmites. I keep saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, mites are from the ground. Tights are from the top.
Yeah.
so these are the these are the
Toy.
mites I see.
Yes, they're coming from the ground.
So
I can't remember how I remember that.
So I go to this one.
Stalactite, stalagmite. There's like a little
from
saying.
the top. I mean,
Well, there's a. I know, but there was like a saying that they said that goes with it that helps you remember.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
So I
those are the large stalagmites. So which way you going?
first I look at that one, then I look at that one.
He's looking at that stalagmite and then that, or mite.
Yeah, those are all from the floor. So you see a couple over there, and then, like I said, there's a mass over here. So you're going to that one, and
Yes.
there's one in the far corner.
I'm gonna
Okay.
see the mask.
So as you hook around in between those two,
Oh no!
you end up getting a view of.
What the hell was that? Jesus.
What?
Frog.
Froghemoth.
No,
Oh,
Odiog.
okay. A what?
Odiog,
An Odiog. What the hell is an Odiog?
the poop monster.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
What?
The poop monster you guys fought in the tower way back when.
Where everybody was throwing up.
No. Froghemoth would be massive.
No, didn't we fight a Froghemoth though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the tower?
The
Yes.
tower.
Level
Yeah.
0.
Before you joined, they had actually fought one of these in the latrine tower in a castle that they were attacking.
Everybody ended up throwing up multiple times.
Yeah, there was a lot of vomit to be had. Brandon got pulled down in it. He got pulled down in it.
He
actually
fell.
almost drowned
He
in it.
fell.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
fell.
He fell in the latrine, and these things clean that up.
Our
So-
buddy Wes, or old buddy of ours, Wes, like, he's a fighter that gets multiple attacks, and he's like, I'm just gonna throw javelins at it, and we're like,
Yeah.
jump down and hit the bitch. Yeah, come on, dude. Yeah. My character bot shoved him down.
And then what we'll do is we'll just use
So is it 2 of those?
this.
Looks like it.
It looks like it. So there's another one over here.
The
Ah,
frog
same
meat
thing.
of that thing.
Yeah.
What's it called? An Odiog?
Yep.
Odiog. Odiog.
But it looks like it's kind of asleep for the moment. But as you get a glimpse of it, then your view gets cut off.
In other words, does my double disappear? And
Yes.
That means it got hit or something.
oh no! I tell
And
him.
you're out of doubles.
Yep. And I said
I
there.
guess you gotta be a bear now.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys doing?
I want
I
to
re-
walk up to the edge of the stairs and see if I can, and be stealthy as I can to just not make any noise.
Okay, give me stealth rolls for anybody that's being stealthy.
And I'm going to guidance myself because I do not have a good stealth roll.
I'm going to stealth as well.
Stealthy, stealth.
I have a 15.
I beat you. I got a 26.
If you don't beat me in a stealth roll, then we got a
One
problem
of the two
here.
things you do. You stab, you hide.
Yeah, if I beat you in a stealth roll, then that's just sad.
What do you need me to add to that?
It's going to be your stealth.
Your dexterity, and then if you're proficient with it, then your proficiency modifier,
I don't
which
know why
I'm
stuff
not.
isn't on here.
Oh, I
Should
didn't
be.
score down far enough.
Oh,
20 total.
okay.
Dirty 20!
Okay.
From the wizard.
And then you
We're
guys
off
are going to
to
move
see
up.
those.
Yep.
Cool. Moving on up.
I'm
I
gonna hang
figured
out
we
in
go
the back.
all the way into the until we get to the top of
Top of the stairs.
of the stairs where we could start looking around.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys get to the top of the stairs, and you can kind of see this one, like I said, from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look around the corner, you can kind of get a glimpse of that one. They both seem to be asleep for the time being.
Do I see any other like shadow movements or things like that happening?
No, it's a dimly lit area. It's not like super bright, but you can make out, pretty much most of the room. Give me a perception check.
For all of us?
And I'm gonna guidance
Well, I mean,
myself
if
on
you're
that
looking-
too.
Yeah. If you are scanning or looking
That
at
one
the room.
is a 29.
29,
14.
14.
No.
10 plus 4 is 14.
You're proficient in it, right?
Oh, yeah, 20.
So it's a 20.
20, I'm sorry.
Or-
Yeah,
showing me
yeah,
18.
20.
No,
10 plus-
it's
10 plus 9.
because that becomes his
10.
perception's a 10 modifier, and then he
Yeah.
rolls under a 10, so that becomes a 10 because he's proficient in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 10 plus 10 is 20.
20.
Oh, he's got a plus
Yeah.
10 on it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a plus
There you
10.
go.
I'm sorry.
Mine's a plus 9.
Yeah.
So 20.
So-
But that's because he has
Okay.
double his proficiency thing on it.
So both of you kind of notice that you're looking at the room and like some of the stalagmites that are on the ground just look odd.
Did you fucking put ropers in here? You bastard! Oh my god!
Ropers.
I hate you! I hate you!
What's ropers?
Ropers was the one thing we didn't fight, but we shouldn't have, and it was good that we didn't fight in the Dragon Hatchery. Back in the first book.
What do
It
they
was the
do?
The
on
thing
the
we had to
ceiling that
feed
ate
the
a cow.
drakes to.
I mean, we can go back to the other stairs.
But you guys do see that there is a hallway here and a hallway far across the room.
So we have to either go to our deaths between two creatures and whatever.
Well,
those
you're
things-
dead. Well, the thing is, we're moving stealthily, so we might be able to get through without
Yeah, we all
waking him.
rolled really high on
Your guy, you didn't say he was moving stealthily. You
No,
just were moving
No, I
him.
said stealth. I said stealth.
Not on the
you really
double.
can't. It doesn't interact, so it doesn't make any sound.
True.
I'm considering being a cave bear to.
Have at it. You got it. Use it.
Okay.
So, since I've seen a roper before, can I identify the stalactite or stalagmites as ropers?
I mean, you've come across them. You didn't really see it directly, but you kind of know that they exist. You got some prior information on them.
Okay.
I'd say your character would be, if he would make that assumption, like, these things look kind of weird, and we know we've dealt with something like that before, I'd say he could probably make that assumption.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cave bear, come alive!
I'm gonna sit back with you.
I'm going to use my cave bear. I'm going to move to that area
Why are you picking a cave bear?
because we're in a cave.
Okay. What benefit do you get from the cave bear that helps when he's in a cave?
Subterranean. I can adapt to life underground, feeding on subterranean
I mean,
lynch.
if he wants to do a cave bear, do a cave bear.
If he wants to do a cave bear, that's fine. That's what you want to do. Go ahead.
Yep. So
I was
you
just asking why you picked the cave bear.
Well, I figured that since we're in a cave bear is
Technically in a
appropriate.
lair, not a cave, but tomato.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, stalactites, stalagmites.
Yeah.
Cave.
I just know the owl bear is the best bear that anybody can turn into. So
But, yep. So you turn it into that.
Yes.
You got the stat block for it, or do you need it?
yeah, no, he's got the stat.
It's
block for it.
similar. It says.
He says it's
similar
the same
to,
of as the polar bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just says the cave bear used the polar bear stat block.
Okay, so I am going to move since we are here now.
What
You
size
are.
is the,
I'm not.
Yeah, he's not up that far.
Oh,
what size
sorry.
is the cave bear?
So large.
I would say it's probably large.
Cave bear is 6.
It's a large beast. 'Cause
60
you're using the cave bear's a polar bear variant, so it's a large.
Okay, so we'll just use that because that's a large size. So that's how big your bear is. I mean,
The dragon.
Without the wings.
I know without the wings. Otherwise, it's a winged bear, not a.
Well, you should transform into a winged bear.
it's a pixie bear. So
A pixie bear would be smaller.
Oh. Alright, so you now take up that much space.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm still back there. Trying
No,
to
I.
figure out
That's why I moved
Okay,
him back
right.
there.
So what you guys
George.
doing?
Well, since my double disappeared between those two stalactites or stalagmites,
Yep.
I'm going to then move stealthily
Does
around.
Tamias tell him with what that those don't appear to be stalagmites?
I mean that's up to him.
I mean, I assume that I already did, because he rolled perception with me.
Yeah, well he
So-
figured out that they aren't normal.
That's right. But I took the guess on
You
the
got,
roper.
yeah, you took
So,
a guess on it
I'll
being
tell
the
him in
roper.
bear form, be very careful. I think these are ropers.
So what do you suggest then? This is
You're
my
a bear.
character.
You can't talk.
No, but then I look at you like,
You can be like, shake your head or whatever.
yeah,
I think you can understand.
Yeah, you can understand,
it,
but
just
you
can't
can't-
talk
yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're a bear form. So I said,
Right.
be careful. They're roper. I think they're ropers.
You
I think
only
the
have
stalagmites
the
are
bare
ropers.
necessities.
Bare necessity. Yeah, no, we're not doing it.
So,
But, get me kicked off Twitch for singing that shit. Be like, Disney, no!
Man, they probably own Twitch by now.
Oh, man. So, what's that?
I'm going to move forward
Okay.
towards that set of stairs. Because I don't know.
The hallway?
Yes, that
Okay.
hallway.
So,
By, here, I'll show you the route. That way I don't get caught in a trap or a trick.
Are you looking for traps or tricks?
you can't really look for traps. As
No, I'm going this
You can
way.
with your
You gotta
face.
hook around that way,
Yes.
and then
He
go
can
down the
search,
hallway.
but he
Yes.
can't do
Okay.
anything about it.
So,
And as I'm doing it, I'm being cautious. Like,
Okay.
I feel like I'm the fox waiting for the hunter to shoot me.
Are you barely moving?
Kind of what's going on. So you get down. As you hook around.
He does
and
have a
get
right to
here.
bear arms.
Yeah, so many puns. I don't know how much longer I can bear it.
Oh, it's unbearable. So you
That
hook
gun's
around
not
the
in
corner
here.
and
The
you
Barrett
see
50 cal's not in here.
the hallway goes down. So you see that the hallway goes down and then hooks that way.
Okay, I look towards these two and move my head because I can't talk, but I can do head gestures.
Yep.
So
you
I do
kinda
this.
look and then look back and be like, So that's what you get. So you guys see him, hook around down that way, and he's kind of.
Okay. I guess I'll stealthily move and work my way where he's going.
How stealthily were you? No, so
I don't have. I'm not Matt with clinky freaking plate armor right now.
wearing a fucking kitchen stove.
Yeah. No, it's like from Quest for Camelot. This way.
Just making all that sound.
Yeah.
Um,
All the
so
metal
you guys are
chains.
able to get around down without too much issue. You guys are able to hook around and go down to where that hallway is.
Okay. So put us all in there.
You
You dropped the coin.
don't do it.
I'm still the bear.
Yes.
We know.
You hook around down that way.
And so I'm staring at my bait.
No, I'm not even looking at you.
Pull these up for a minute so we can use more space.
If we don't make it through this, does that mean Brandon and Matt, if they do show up,
They're still at the beginning.
They're still up.
so they're gonna see, so they'll get the spikes like I did.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
Probably.
Well, Brandon's got a way to move. Matt doesn't.
Yeah.
Brandon can teleport all the way across and not activate anything. He just has to use arrows to do it.
Shoot himself in the foot. Teleport.
But that's the thing. He's got to use 4 to do it. Because he's got to do 1 for Matt, 1 for him.
All right.
And he's got to teleport all the way across the thing.
2, 3. So we got.
Save me, I'm too young to go kaboom. Is it safe?
Save me,
it's-
save him! Hurt me! What?
See, it's a kaboom. Stupid.
Man.
You need to pull it.
Yeah, put it that way a little. There we go.
Definitely.
Yeah.
A little more, because I don't need a ton down here.
So as you get around to this section, you kind of see that it's a bit of a ramp that goes up. No stairs or anything, more of a ramp. But it leads up to another area.
Those tiles, they're so bare.
Oh, there you go. Bear none.
Bear left. What? Bear left. Right frog. What? Never mind.
So, you guys see this large open area. As you get around to seeing this open area, you kind of see that it looks like there's like large animal nests. And you guys hear a little bit of flapping.
Oh no!
Can we identify what the flapping, like how loud the flapping is, or
Eric
if it
knows
sounds
that. I don't think
familiar?
Preston has yet.
So, where are you going to go to take the look?
Just the opening without going through it as close as I can.
You're just gonna walk up to the open hallway. Or you're gonna...
Stealthily as I can, yeah. I thought the bear would be coming with me, but I know he can't talk, so he's kind of worthless right now.
I'm gonna follow by looking around to hear since you.
Come on.
So you're just gonna walk up the middle?
Being very observant and very stealthily and very cautiously, yes.
I'm going to also follow, looking at the sky.
As you get up there, you see. Give me a perception check.
All right, and I'm gonna guidance myself, if that's okay.
So,
You're gonna cast a spell.
A very
do you
quiet
think we're
spell,
going to be
yes.
facing
Okay.
a
Give
griffin,
me
an eagle, or a dragon?
Harpies.
Give me a.
Harpy.
We'll see what you're gonna let me do
You know
first.
what? Give me a performance. Performance to see if he can quietly cast his spell that has verbal components.
Oh.
I was gonna say we never have any reason to use that, so I'm gonna use that.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that because
I'm not
no,
gonna use
because
that. I don't have.
well, no. Here's the
I'm not
thing:
gonna
if
fire.
I roll good, it's the same as my stealth, so I'm not really getting any benefit from doing it or not doing it. So I'm just gonna do the stealth. If it was something like history or arcana where it's less, then I might
this is
rearrange
just
some
to
stuff.
to see if you can
Yeah.
do it quietly.
Well, what if I roll bad and I decide not to do it because of that? I'm still having to cast it.
I mean, if you're casting it, you'll have to roll to see if you can do
Yeah.
it quietly.
Well, I don't want to cast it then.
Okay.
We'll just
yeah,
go
if you
with it.
backtrack and you don't want to do it, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll just cast it. 17
17
on stealth. Yep.
on. Well, don't worry about the stealth. You got the stealth. I was saying for the perception.
Oh.
For the perception, and you were wanting to do the guidance on the perception.
Oh, on the perception. Oh, then. Well, then take the 15 and put it on the perception because I was rolling for what you were having me do.
Yeah,
What
I was
it was,
gonna
but
say,
not the performance.
I was gonna have
I'm
you roll the performance to see if you do the.
But I wasn't
guidance.
even wanting to do the spell anymore.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So just backtrack that.
So 15 on the 9, so 24. Actually,
24 on
for
the
perception. Yes.
Okay. So with that, you are able to see.
We see a box.
Yes.
A very, 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 very large box that's yellow with a terrifying black lid.
Let me see. Some chests over here.
Mimics!
There's several of them.
An
As
army
you
of mimics!
As you are scanning around the room, you hear some flapping, and as you look up, you see a lion-looking creature with wings and a tail.
Manticore.
Is this a chimera or a manticore? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're not that bad.
What?
Well, I don't know if we can bear the brunt of an attack with that.
With the Manticore?
Yeah. I don't know if we can bear the brunt of an attack from a manticore.
That's gonna be the running tag.
We're gonna just find
with
new.
me. Bear
Yeah,
with
bear with me.
I know what a chimera is. A manticore.
Manticore is essentially like more of a lion without the goat head.
That.
That's worse.
Not necessarily.
They're
Chimeras
not
worse.
that bad. Yeah.
A chimera has three
Chimera
heads
has
and a
breath
snake
weapon,
tail.
right?
Huh?
Doesn't a chimera have a breath weapon too?
A chimera
Yeah,
does.
Chimera's got all kinds of sick.
Chimera is sick.
Do you-
Manticore is not so much.
Do you have a figurine of a manticore?
I wish
It's
I
a
did.
lion with
They're
wings.
pretty bad, dude.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean it's literally just
it's
a lion with wings
Yeah.
and spikes on it that it can shoot at you.
Yeah. The spiked tail.
Well, I want to find out what's in
They're
the
not
chest,
very
but I'm also
high
not
CR.
greedy enough.
It's not a very high CR character though, unless you did like some goofy homebrew stuff with it.
No, yeah, Manticore's only what, a CR3? CR5, something like that?
Single digit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to bear the brunt of this
Nice.
He made a bear joke! Yes!
by bear
I'll go
forward.
back and let them know
Okay.
what I
So you're
saw.
gonna drop back and let them know you saw
I'll
it.
say, hey, there's chest back there. Or, good news, there's some chest back there. Bad news is, there's a manticore watching them.
Yeah, that's a chimera.
That's a summit.
That's worse.
2 manticore are as strong as 1 chimera.
Ouch.
More or less.
Head to the door.
So what's going
It's
on?
either deal with the manticore in there, or not deal with it and try to get through that room. Because we don't know. Now, could I see any other doorways or exits in the room?
Nope.
So this is a completely enclosed area.
Yes.
So far,
So we don't get anything from it other than
We-
the chest or whatever.
we know that it's a manticore and 4 mimics.
Yes.
Man. Actually, it's a couple of manticore. There's a couple that are asleep and 2 that are play fighting in the air.
Oh, okay.
That's what the flapping is coming from. He sees 2 in the air that are play fighting.
So, babies.
No.
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 Yeah.
There are 3.
This is
of
where
them.
the babies are made, but that's not what these are.
So I go back and I just say, good news is I see 4 chests in a corner. Bad news is there's a manticore for each chest in there.
One asleep, one right there, and 2.
Now,
Not.
I'm not telling you they're asleep or playing yet. I'm just saying the gist. There's 4 chests in a corner, and there's a manticore for each chest in that same room. And it looks like it's a nesting ground. That's the extent of what I tell you.
I take my paw and try to draw a mimic.
He's like,
I'll be like, I don't know. I can't see from this far.
give me a performance.
Oh, God, yes.
Let's see how good of a...
There you go. That's a good performance.
There's a
Yeah.
good performance.
I was going to say, I never use it for anything, so I'm going to start using it for
And he's
something.
not proficient in it, so he's got to take the roll.
13 plus.
It's a 14.
What is the.
I mean, that's for a bear.
Performance is right there.
For a bear with his
14.
big-ass paw. You actually draw a mildly decent, like, mimic boss. It looks like...
Looks like a cube with a tongue.
I mean, it kind of looks like a... it looks like a giant bear paw. Like, just in the dirt, made like a box. It has, like, some perspective to it, and he draws big googly eyes that look like Cookie Monster.
So, but I can discern that he's trying to draw a mimic,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I'll say, I don't know. They're too far away.
Yeah.
And I point to
That
him.
was his claw.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's like, you know, he does a decent job. Not bad for a bear. Not bad for a cave bear.
So I kind of point to him, point at my back, like, do you want to ride? And I'll go.
So he's gonna ride you bareback.
If he can bear the weight.
bare bones. What's
So-
happening? What are you guys doing?
So yeah, I just point to him and point to my back and like.
I'm just afraid we're going to barely make it out alive.
Oh, that's how we do it up in here.
Because See, here's the thing. My character doesn't know this, but I don't trust you with this. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
Because remember, I'm still a dwarf, and a dwarf does like gold, and I'm.
Yeah.
If you want to go in, go right ahead. But I'm going to work with Crossa to try to find a way out that way.
I don't know. This room doesn't seem as bad as that other room.
But there's no exit out of this room, so this is the
There's
end.
nothing. It's
That's
just
what I was
that room.
meaning. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just that room. That's what I'm saying. If we go in, we're only going for that and a combat. Over here, we're actually moving to get to an exit, like another door. Because
Yeah.
there
We
wasn't a
also
door
can
this way.
Well, we also got back here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back the way we came.
So as you guys hooked around here, you actually had a straight shot. You could see that this was a corner room, and then it actually hooks down that. So like there's a wall here, and then this comes around and goes that way.
Okay.
But
See, that's what I
because
mean.
of this straight shot.
This is an exit. This is an exit. That doesn't have one.
That only has death and.
pain.
And possibly
Pain,
treasure, but
suffering.
what do we like? Let's put it this way: if we gain any additional magical items, number one, I can't use any because I'm already at my max of 3. You can't use any because you got way too many. You, I think, have already got your 2 or you've got 3, but you can use some of yours
For what,
interchangeably.
2 minutes?
Just magical items. And what the hell is gold gonna do for us right now?
So we must bear the brunt
The
of.
only thing that we can think of
bearing.
is I just don't want to
forward.
barely get out of there alive and then have to fight a freaking beholder later if I can avoid it.
So it's up to you guys. What's going on?
I'm going
Going
back.
back.
I'm
So
going back
I'm gonna follow
because I know
you
there's an exit here.
So anybody going to play with the mana cores?
No.
No. All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
Wizards-
I'm gonna
the
take
Wizard's gonna.
I'm gonna take a piece of chalk.
Wizard's gonna opt out.
I'm gonna take a piece of chalk and
Ooh,
draw a
I
big
cast Fireball.
X in front of the doorway in case anybody comes by and sees it.
I'm gonna draw with
Oh,
my.
I cast Fireball on the nest. The whole damn room.
Oh my god.
George.
I wonder if they have protection for it. No.
George.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, sorry.
could I backtrack real quick on some stuff? I remembered I have chalk, so I wanted to mark the path that we walked in that last room.
You're gonna mark the tiles.
Mark the tiles that we walked,
Yeah.
and then if I could reach the ones that we activated that were clear, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you
Okay.
could probably do that.
Okay.
You could draw. a
Just
path.
on the path that we went. I'm not saying I'm going to, because I know I shot some that we didn't go to or get in range of.
Yeah.
But anyone we were in range of, I wanted to mark those.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to do that.
Okay.
And George, I try to draw a skull. In other words, signal death.
Okay.
What?
Give me a performance roll. Cave bear.
Ha!
19.
Wow.
You actually draw a solidly decent skull.
Wow, I'm actually doing good as a
As a friggin'
bear.
bear.
Now watch with the attack rolls. 2, 4, 3.
and the bear is bearing the brunt of this.
There
Alright.
you go. Inspiration for the cave bear.
And he needs it.
Um,
He'll use it in 5 minutes.
So what are you guys doing?
Walking
now?
back to the room and see if we could see a stealthily and quiet path to get to this end and over.
Okay.
So kindly turn us around, man.
Here. Since Vincent needs a visual effect and can't get over when he doesn't have it. we're gonna move
No,
up
I'm
to-
Yeah,
just
so
trying to enjoy it, Adam.
We are.
Is-
I'm just saying. You're friggin' massive.
Yeah, use a big boy. So we'll just move this.
Which means, okay, can I see your bear stats real quick? Oh, I'm too far in. I just want to stay on the get on
Oh,
the
you're
doorway.
gonna stay in the hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the hallway on the doorway right now.
Okay.
Well, that sucks. Your stealth is garbage. So, if we're stealthily going across, you're going last or you're going first. I'm not going anywhere near you. 'Cause my stealth's not that good anyways.
All right. So you guys are switching back up. Yeah, give me some more stealth rolls.
Can I change back out of? Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Not.
I mean, if you want to deactivate the bear mode, you're more than welcome to do it.
And then can I reactivate it when we're in combat?
You can
I
use
have
the
a 20.
charge.
I have 20 on stealth.
Okay, so I'm going
20
to.
okay.
10.
10. Okay, 10 and a 20.
Use a bonus action to turn it off and a bonus action to turn it
Yeah.
on. You have 3 charges. You've used one,
Yeah.
so when you turn
So
it
you
off,
can
you
turn
only have
2
2
more times.
left.
So you can
to
transform
use.
into any kind of bear you want 2 more times.
Okay, so I'll do that.
Okay. So you're going to transform
wait,
back to normal?
No, probably not because I don't know what's going on in that cave.
Then just roll
Yeah.
for stealth.
Yeah, roll stealth.
And it's your natural roll because you have no. You're not this.
You're a
You're
bear.
this. You have a 0 on Dex. You're not proficient with it, so you roll and you take the natural number.
14.
14?
Yes.
Okay.
Watch, but I just hope that
Now
all
I'm gonna go to Cross and be like, "Do you want to move with the bear, or do you want to hang back and let the bear go first? Or you want
I'm
to
always
go
in the back,
first?"
dude. I'm always in the back.
Alright, we'll let the bear go first. We'll keep distance just in case he activates anything, so we can avoid it.
Bear for. Oh,
Bear forward.
it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Opposite pages.
Yeah.
Odie and the owlbear. Forgot about that.
Does the owl bear have proficiency in stealth or anything, or high Dex?
Got a +1 dex.
That's better than what you have.
Yeah. It's a perceptive son of a bitch.
What's its challenge rating?
For a owlbear?
Yeah.
3.
Ha! It's better than the polar bear or the cave bear. All right, so I guess he's gonna go first,
I am.
and then we're gonna follow. What was your stealth roll?
10.
10. Yeah.
10, a 14, and a 20.
So I'm better stealth than all of you. I might
As a
just
group,
go.
we rolled
Fuck! I might just try to sneak
What'd
by
you
and go
say?
first.
As a group, we rolled well.
Yeah.
I might try to just go by myself, then up front, and just kind of do one at a time, or we can space out every so often. But
Yeah.
I can't believe I outrolled, but he's a bear. I outrolled the bear, not the rogue, and it looked like he
Okay,
barely passed.
So Bear's going first.
Actually, since I have a higher stealth roll, let me go first.
Okay.
And then after like 30, 40 feet or something, like then you go, and then after 30 feet, then Crossa goes.
Okay.
Or something
So,
like that.
I'm
So we're
s-
spacing out to where we can move around and help each other out in that sense, but we're not too far, but we're far enough apart that it might not trigger anything.
Right.
So I'm going to stealthily try to work my way around, like all the way across the floor as quietly as I can, as slowly as I can, as stealthily as I can, and as cautiously as I can.
Right.
Okay. So, you are able to. Okay. So as you are going across, you're able to. Yep. Dragon face. Face down. Well, you're able to basically make it up to the edge of this room there.
Okay.
Wow, he went straight across and went to the edge of there?
Right there,
Yep.
you mean? Okay. Anything
Yep.
happened when I did?
Now,
Okay.
you slid by the two Odiugs and,
Okay.
yeah, no, they were snoozing, so you did not
So it's your girl's turn.
disturb them or anything.
Oh, you're squealing. It's so funny.
Who's
I'm
going
excited. I'll go next.
next? Going next? Okay.
Yep.
So,
Could
I'm
I,
gonna
like,
s-
step into this area?
I'm going to still use...
step down the hallway?
Well, I guess I'll wait then.
Because it hooks and then just goes to the left. So, I mean, yeah,
Okay.
you're able to get...
Well, I
want
want to see if he ends up in trouble.
You mean,
Okay.
you mean being barely bloodied?
So you get down to around about here. And then as you do that, you start to feel some tentacles reach out and grab you.
I quickly move a little faster.
Oh, gosh. He's going to wake everybody up.
I said,
Well, at least you got, like, thunder steps and you have to move. You don't want to deal with this shit.
Or actually, you see tendrils lash out at you. Let me see.
Lash out!
So they
Yeah,
got to hit you.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, since you're a bear, you don't get any of your rogue
Do I
shit.
see any of this?
Yeah, you're watching him, and as he gets next to just past this stalagmite here, you see a bunch of tentacles come out.
So you make it safely, then the second guy goes.
So,
I'm like the least stealthiest person here, or supposed to be the least stealthiest, and I made it across good.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Yeah, because you have the
So-
bear AC, which is 12.
Yeah. So you are now grappled by this stalagmite, and you see, like in the middle of its face, you see an eyeball just, and a mouth of teeth just kind of.
No.
You just see this kind of wake up next to you.
Called it! What's the CR of a roper?
5.
Oh, shit. That's
So-
tougher than the manticores.
So basically, I feel
And you're probably going to wake everything in that room up.
Maybe.
Okay, it's grappling with me.
Yep. So it's got you grappled.
So can I use my bear claws and...
So what we'll do is we will go into combat. So roll me some initiative.
You want me to as well, or just him?
Yeah.
Well,
Everybody roll it, but I mean you guys can do whatever it is that you
so
want.
18.
18.
5.
con initiative.
Out of all the things you roll bad in, that's the thing you roll bad in consistently, at least.
So my initiative is this 2 plus whatever I roll.
No. Your
would be your
initiative
dex
is your
modifier.
dex modifier plus the roll, and if you're...
And proficiency.
19.
Well, no,
No,
it's just the dex
10
modifier.
plus 9.
No, the modifier. So you rolled a 9.
Yes.
Plus
It's-
his proficiency. He'll still get that.
No, he's not. Initiative, you don't get proficiency on. It's your dex.
Oh,
The reason
yeah,
why he's
no.
got 10 is
He's
because of
got
the alert.
Yeah,
So
the other
it's
thing.
your dex modifier, which is 0 plus your roll. So you rolled a 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, 9 plus 0
Yeah.
is 9.
You said 9 plus 10.
Because I thought.
No, that's that's your dex number. That's your modifier.
Oh.
What did you roll, Adam?
I rolled an 18.
18. Okay, so.
So I'm gonna be buried
uh,
by teeth.
You might barely get through, Eric.
Oh man.
The bear puns.
I should have threw a gelatinous cube in here somewhere.
What are you doing? Oh, and then the bear, and it eats the bear
Yeah.
in its bear belly. Uh-oh.
So Eric, are you gonna save the bear?
All right. So, mob 1. Done. Tobias. Doing anything?
I'm gonna peek around the corner to see if I can see anything on the edge.
Huh? You're not gonna save the bear.
Well, if you're trying to be quiet and not wake up the whole room, how would I hear you?
Oh yeah, I am trying to be
Nope.
quiet.
So I'm gonna like step into the hallway to look down, because after I do that, then I would look back and see the group's progression.
Yes. So, you see that this hooks around and goes that way. So it's a hallway that hooks down and goes that way.
Okay. Then I'll end up looking back on that thing and.
Yep.
And I'm going to.
Where did my pencil go?
I'm gonna hold action, actually.
Alrighty.
Anything that I do at range is gonna make a lot of noise. Or cause the creature to make a lot of noise. So I'm holding, because also I have a spell that I can use if I have to.
The purple worm.
So could I hold like a spell as an action? I need to,
yeah.
if I could?
Yeah, anything that requires an action, you can hold to do.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold action.
And what's going to be the trigger?
I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud if, and it's very specific, if he gets up to his zone and he's able to break the grasp. It doesn't have to be simultaneously,
Yeah.
but just as long as that happens. Because I can cast that and then cast a shadow and maybe they can move through. Because it's a 20 by 20. I can't move it, but a 10-mile-an-hour wind disperses it. But it's quiet.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's kind of how I'm looking at it. And a way to help you get out. And the cusp I would put it on is when you're up to his side, so side by side. So it starts behind you and then goes 20 feet. It's a 20 by 20 radius. So I'd put the back end there so you would have 20 feet of forward movement. So I put the cloud actually a little further up. So
Okay.
I want to give him full 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
But that's if he gets up to his spot and he breaks the grapple.
Okay.
So while if he's still grappled, even if he's up there, I don't want to cast it yet.
Okay. That's cool. You can do that.
Okay.
I can go with that one. All right. That is
Rolling
nice.
on the river.
Now for mob number 2.
A fuck ton of ropers.
Mm.
Yeah, if there was a way through, I would have been like, let's deal with the 3 manticores. Let's just fucking deal with that shit. But no.
Don't you mean 4? There were 4 chests.
There were 4 chests, but there were only 3 manticores that I saw.
Yeah, 2 up.
There were 2 up and 1 sleeping.
Right.
The reason why I said there's as many manticores as there are chests, that's not inaccurate. It just doesn't mean there's exactly the same number.
So,
Okay.
There's as many as there are chests.
Okay.
Alright, so the roper that has Orsic in its clutches
Oh no, I'm not gonna be eaten by this thing.
opens its jaws and it's like, and tries to bite the bear.
Can I react to it?
So he bares his teeth.
No, he bears all.
His teeth and ambitions are bared.
No. Alright.
That's the Lion King, Vincent.
Yep.
Yes, I know.
I have to be careful with my melee attacks because I have a thunder damage
that'll be
that
a
makes
hit.
noise.
I'm going to.
You have
Uncanny-
nothing.
Yeah.
You're a
not
bear.
rogue right
You're
now,
not a
you're bear.
rogue. That's
What
what I
does the bear
said.
get?
This is what you do.
What's the AC?
This
like
is no
13?
longer what you.
My
12.
AC is 12.
So you are taking.
Are you gonna give him max hit points, or you give? Okay.
My
So you're gonna get 65 hit points total
So
of bear
Minus
for the
20.
bear.
Minus 21? Yes,
So
minus
you're gonna
21.
be at 43.
So I'm at 43.
Because you're at 60.
How-
You're at
how did-
65. 65 minus 20. Minus 21, you said?
Yeah.
So actually, it's it's 44.
So I'm at 44.
44. Yeah.
But how do you figure that?
5 times 10 is 50. Plus 15 is 65.
Okay.
Minus 21.
44.
44.
Yep.
How far ahead of me is he?
Gee, what is that? 5, 10,
Probably about
15,
40 feet.
25, 30, 35, 40? 40 feet.
Oh wow, I was close. I was right on.
Can I use my claws and teeth to try
Yeah,
to?
when it's your
Yeah.
turn.
That's mob 2.
That goes to.
Nah. So that'll
Move
be
10
Orsic.
closer. Move 10 feet closer to me.
He can't. He's grappled.
So I'm gonna use my claw to try to tear.
Speed 0.
Yeah.
He's got 2 attacks. One with the bite.
So
one
try
with
to
the
break
claw.
out,
Yep.
and then try to move.
Now you
Well-
can use your action to break out, right?
Yeah. You can make an escape, but you wouldn't be able to attack.
But if I get 2 attacks off, can I try to break free and then claw?
It's either break free or attack.
Break free then.
Break free. All right, give me a escape check.
So that's
So
athletics,
So it'll be.
strength.
advantage on wisdom perception.
No,
No, if you use strength modifier, which should be good for a bear.
it is. It's a 5, but he's not proficient in it, so he only gets the
So strength-
5 plus your roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so
On
strength.
Yeah,
Here-
the
here-
modifier plus the roll.
Here we go. Here we go.
So this is for athletics.
All right.
I'm gonna. He's not using it yet. Nope,
17.
he's safe. 17.
17. You break free of the tendrils.
Yes.
Yes.
Now what are you doing? You going backwards or forward?
Forwards.
You have no speed.
You just broke free. That's your
Yeah,
action.
that's it.
Like.
Yeah. You broke free of the tendrils.
As a rogue, can he dash?
A rogue bear.
No, I mean, he still have a speed 0, but if he wanted to switch to the rogue.
You can use the
would be
bonus
alright.
action for that. Because that's the thing. If you use the bonus action to go to the rogue, then he can't use the dash.
Yep.
Well,
If
he
he's
uses
already
the
a
bonus
rogue, then he
action-
could use the dash.
If he uses the bonus action to deactivate the bear and then get to stabby, he can do that on next turn.
Okay, that's true.
so I'll do that option.
So that'll be next turn, though.
Yes, I will change, then do stabby stab
Cool.
Okay.
Rasa.
if I have to, but I will change.
Okay. It's always an option.
You just want to step into the room and then cast something and get caught. So there's one right on the edge of the room, but if you go to the other corner, you should
Well,
be okay.
if
But
he would have
there's
been able
another.
to move back to me, I
2
can't.
more.
I don't have a 40-foot of movement speed, and I'm not using an action to dash.
What were you gonna do? Like just thunderstep him or
Yes.
something? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can move up. How close does he have to be to you?
Well, he would be able to move to 30 and then pop it. That's what he's trying to do, but he's 40 away.
Because it's a touch,
Yeah.
right?
Touch.
Well, just thunderstep and come over and let him deal with it.
So I was thinking,
He's a rogue.
well, yeah. I was.
I'm sitting there holding because I can cast Fog Cloud to help people go through, but that's all I. That's I'm not. I'm trying not to make any noise. Thunderstep will make a lot of noise too.
Yeah,
That's the
you
only
got your
problem
fog
with
up,
it.
So there's a chance they're not going to see anything.
They won't see it, but they'll still hear. But they won't
Yeah.
hear the fog cloud just because of how quiet it is. I'm hoping, but that's why I'm trying to be as quiet with this as I can. I'm not trying to do anything that's going to cause any noise.
Yep. What you doing?
I'll just move 30 and Thunder Step.
Okay. So you're gonna move 30, Thunder Step, and then it's what, like 120 you can, or wherever you can see for your
90
range.
feet.
80,
90.
90. Oh yeah, that'll be. You
So
can-
I am now in the middle
So
of.
as you do that,
Let me. So that'll be. I'll actually do. Because I'm not going to want to hit him with the 20 feet.
so you're gonna just make it short of him.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So as you do that, so you move up basically. He's 40 feet, so you move up 15 feet. I mean, you'll still be able to get pretty much over there.
But see, that's the reason why I was saying, if we inch along and only move 30 feet at a time, that's fine. But, I mean, with how bad your rolls are, I just was like, I just need to go across. Because I could probably get through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And just go
That's
with it.
pretty shit, actually. Like, damage roll. It's like 10 on 3d10.
10.
From anything in 30 feet, they Constitution save or take half.
Let's see. Yep, fails. So as you do that,
Why can I never... I always feel like I'm missing. I am. One of my d10s. No, it's right here.
there's a roper here,
Ah!
and there is a roper there.
And the thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away.
Oh.
Everything in that room hurted.
Everything in the
Crossa
everything
cares.
in the dungeon heard it.
Yeah. Crossa cared more about getting through than you. I don't hey, it's the way you play your character.
I am not going to die again. So now I'm going to be in the 2 digits.
Yeah.
To be honest, turning into a bear when we weren't in combat, that's a mistake. Because there was no purpose for you to actually turn into a bear needing to go through here because you're losing all your rogue stuff and we're trying to sneak and you're taking on bear stuff, which makes you bigger also. So,
But
I mean
I mean,
using it is a good
it's
thing,
giving him
but
that,
still.
that cushion.
Yeah, in
But,
case, but he could do that in combat
If he was a
too.
rogue, he wasn't going to need any of that.
because, but that's the thing. All I saw was my double suddenly disappearing out of nowhere. So
So
I
No,
You're
no,
being
your
cautious.
explanation
I mean,
behind it's fine.
yeah.
I'm saying
You're following
story
what
wise, you're following what your character's
Your
doing.
character's like, fuck that shit, I'm being
Like him doing Thunderstep. Him tactically doing that is not a smart idea, but that's what his character would do because he cares about staying out of combat and not being in damage. He doesn't care if it wakes everything in the room up.
Yeah.
So that's why he did it. But that's what I'm saying. Tactically, turning into a bear wasn't a smart idea. But it's something your character would do because that's how he reacts.
Yeah.
And-
But that's what I'm
also
saying, that's how
Crassus
you play
thing
it.
Is,
He's like, don't touch me.
well, whatever's there,
Yeah.
now we know.
Yeah.
And
Yes, most definitely. So everything is awake in the room. So you see the roper next to him, just tentacles flying everywhere. There's another roper over here. You just see tentacles flying, and both Odiugs kind of, and they have no eyes, so they have tentacles that are like sniffing through the air.
Oh no!
So
Can I
Good news is, if you get to your turn before and you're not grappled, you could probably dash all the way across the floor. Because you would have your regular movement, you can use dash as a bonus action, and you can use dash as your regular action and move 90 feet.
But to do
Rogues are
that,
fast as shit.
but
Yeah,
to
they
do that, I have to change back into a rogue.
You just did. You just said you did. You
well,
turned
no,
the
he
bear
hasn't
off.
yet.
I couldn't
Yeah.
change back.
He hasn't yet.
Oh, so you'll get 60 feet of movement then.
Yeah.
I thought you said you would allow him to break the
if
restraints
you're-
and then change back,
Yeah,
but he
he
couldn't do an
can.
attack.
But I was telling him it'd be best to do it next turn, so that way
In
if he
case he
takes
gets
a
hit, it's still the bear. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, I follow you.
Because the bear's
Just
also
standing there
huge.
as the rogue would not be the best because you know.
True.
I would be basically looking at a bunch of lions
Yep.
like in Looney
Yep.
Tunes ready to tear me limb from limb.
So that was Prasa back to the top. Ooh.
You mean that was Ors? Oh yeah, classic.
Well, now that everything's awake, you start casting stuff to, at range, because there's no point in being quiet about it anymore.
So you see the Odiugs kind of like stand up and they're like trying to figure out what's going on after the giant sonic boom that went off just a few feet away from them. But they do not move or come to attack you as of yet. They're like kind of orienting themselves from just waking up. So, Tiamat.
Alright, I'm actually going to cast Thaumaturgy. And I'm going to throw my voice. I can go 30 feet, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm actually throw my voice into this corner. And just kind of say, over here.
Okay.
Did you ever launch that fog?
No, because it never triggered. You didn't move up to where he was,
You
so
didn't
my
gotta
fog
break
could
his
go
grapple.
off. That's why I said
yeah.
he had to break the grapple, which he did, but then you had to be side by side with him for my fog to go off.
I just wasn't far enough
Yeah.
in the ring.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if you did your dash and moved up, it would have cast, and then you would have finished your movement on the outside of it.
Yeah.
But you didn't do that, so you never hit the point where my trigger would have.
Oh, and George, for
Cast
the record,
it.
the reason that my character did not go after the treasure like a normal dwarf is because I remember what happened.
The mimic.
Oh, the mimic.
He's
No, it's because you were going to go by yourself and have to deal with 3 manticores and possibly mimics.
Yeah,
But-
pretty much that is, that's
So, but
the
I'm throwing my
Um,
voice to say, like, over here, like, to see if I can
Alright.
get their attention.
Give me a deception roll.
Alright, that's going to be...
Or performance.
Well, I
either
can't do
one.
guidance because I'm
Deception
casting
or
the spell.
performance.
You're on a You're just trying to.
I'm
everything.
wanting to start to try to use as much like everything. We just don't use. I don't.
Well, it's a
use
plus. It's a
everything.
+2 on either one.
So it's
they're
kind of
both
like
charisma.
athletics, acrobatics. Performance, deception for something like this.
17 doesn't. I have a +2
Okay.
in both of them.
Okay.
What's we will next thing if our bard ever shows up.
Yeah, definitely. Bards will definitely use
you
that.
mean now our bard is...
Matt's apparently going to be a bard in the next campaign.
Yeah. So okay, you do that,
he's
and
in
it
it.
grabs
No,
the attention.
they're making their characters. It's just if they show up.
It kind of grabs the attention of the roper and the Odiug that are closest to it.
That's all it's trying to do. Because then,
So-
if he can dash through there without having to deal with them, he's okay.
Yeah.
Because their attention's drawn, so they wouldn't even get an attack of opportunity. I'm hoping that's my reason for it.
Oh yeah.
Because if they're drawn over here, he goes by. If has enough movement to go by, I'm assuming
Distract
that they
him.
won't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm assuming, but again, it's how you want to do it.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm trying to do shit I haven't done before. I've never cast Thaumaturgy before, and I'm like, oh, I got an opportunity to do this,
Yeah.
and it works.
That's more of a social situation. It's kind of have fun with people kind of thing.
A little bit. I've used it.
I
in
can
some
use it to
different
make sonic
situations.
booms and
It's
noises
fun.
and things
it's
like
It's
that.
a nice little
It's a
spell.
pretty cool one.
Yeah,
That
I like
Prestige
it.
Taster
It's
is
nice
like-
that it's a cantrip that you can use in different ways. Like you can do multiple things. Like you can change your eye color. You can blow out candles and make them flicker and do stuff. Open and close doors.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
Flames
That and-
flicker,
and
tremors on there.
Prestidigitation
Well-
is just like by having both of them is like there's a lot of creativity that you can.
Yeah, Thaumaturgy's noises and sight.
Yeah.
I don't think it's prestidigitation would be the eyes, but Thaumaturgy looks like it's noise mostly. Because it says
Yeah,
voice. It
Thaumaturgy.
says
Yeah,
voice
Thaumaturgy
booms,
is-
flame flicker, tremors on the ground, ominous sounds. So it looks like it's. So it's not necessarily.
You could do your eyes. Let me look at that one.
I thought that was prestidigitation. I can look that up if you want to continue with.
Well, no,
what
I
the
was gonna
enemies
say.
are doing.
So with that, the one roper is going to try and bite the bear again.
Oh, can I do...
Nope, you're a bear.
Thaumaturgy does not reach that far.
I'm going to be
But this
there.
is going to take the hit points, so.
Ah, it's a miss.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
It's great
Really?
there.
Natural one?
No.
Grin and bear.
Because you're what, a 13 or
12.
12.
Yeah, it's a miss.
That's
So I'm going
That's
to
a ugly miss on the bite.
Thaumaturgies, you manifest a minor
So I'm
wonder,
gonna be
a
bear
sign
suit.
of supernatural power within range. You create one of the following magic effects, and it gives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
Yeah.
You can alter the appearance of your eyes for 1 minute. So
Yep.
that is the last one.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
thought that one was kind of cool.
voice booms 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. Causes flames to flicker. Harmless tremors on the ground. Instant sound that originates from a point of your choice within range. such as a rumble, thunder, cry of raven, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
Yep.
So those are the options I have on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that spell.
Yeah. I love it too. It's so
That's
versatile.
mob 2 or 6.
I am going to move. I think your recommendation was move 60 feet, change, and run for dear life.
Well, you can change. So if you want
But
to use
that's
your
your
bonus,
bonus
you can
action.
change, and then you can do dash and run like hell.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
So that's going to move you 60 feet.
Yeah. So this is going to be the cool part about it is because you're going from a large creature down to a medium creature, you're going to be a distance away to where you're not going to take the attack of opportunity.
So I'm.
You
Because
can
you're
disengage
shrinking.
anyways.
Uh,
You can disengage anyways.
Not when he's dashing and he's actually
Yeah, he's gonna
using
use
his
it to-
action to dash.
yeah. But by shrinking down, he's going to be too far away for it to get its.
Plus, the other
Swing.
one's distracted too.
Yeah.
So I assume you're allowing that because of that.
Yeah, the other one's destroyed. He's not even close to it anyway. But
Oh,
yeah.
you're talking about the one he's engaged with. Oh, okay. But the one but him darting by, he would have to dart like right here, which means that he moves within 5 feet of either one. But if he stays here, because that one's distracted, that won't get an opportunity attack either, correct?
Well, yeah. I mean, So
Because he has to avoid the other one that's focused in. The other one's distracted with the Dujma
Odiog.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Odiog.
So you're doing that, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna run.
Yes.
So
Run
what's your
for-
speed? How much speed do you have?
30 feet of movement. This is
30
base
doubled,
speed.
so it'll be 6.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 feet of movement.
So 20, 40, 50. You can get all the way over here.
Yes, yes. I'm pretty hands.
And then we're going to take down the corner.
Y'all gonna book it?
Yep, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
George, haven't you noticed that this is the second time I was attacked?
Yeah, it sucks to
I
be
did.
you. So,
Oh, I did.
First time.
All right. So
Spike.
what we'll do is, as you guys go running down the hallway, that will pull you guys out of combat for the time being.
okay.
While those creatures are in that room.
So, we're going to come, I guess, all the way to the edge here then.
All right. So.
Because that's the other thing. I have no problem shooting a bunch of shit in there. But we have, what's this, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 space here. We can't cover enough to block everything in there.
You all right, George?
Yep. Just
Second
looking at
time.
my map. All right. So, what we will do. What time is it? 10:30.
10:30,
We
yeah.
can get some more in.
So we're almost there.
Well, yes and no.
Yeah, kind of. So we'll just pull these off. And so you guys have ventured down the hallway. Let's see. Yeah.
Let's see. Attacked by zombies. I got stabbed by spikes. Got grappled by a stalagmite.
No, Roper.
A roper.
As a bear.
As a bear.
As a
And he barely made it out.
That's
So-
a big old cave bear.
So really, I'm almost the one getting pummeled,
Yeah,
hurt.
you're the tank right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have Tanky Tank with us, so.
That's-
You might have to have like a Saturday session with just Matt and Brandon just getting to catch up.
All right, so
I guess we're gonna. Oh God, that's another room.
go into that room. As you go into that room,
It's a long.
You see?
Hobgoblins.
giant bunch of hobgoblins that are rushing around grabbing their weaponry.
Cause you woke him up.
Let's look on the bright side. This is not my fault.
That is.
How?
He would have had a thunderstep if you had a better stealth roll.
That's not the first time I've used it though.
Yeah,
no.
but it wouldn't have echoed through all of the hallways up to that point at that point.
Yeah.
It might, well, it would have, but it would have tailed off. You did it fresh in that room. So,
Congratulations.
the sound would have moved all the way through there. The first one wouldn't have hit this room or the other room yet. Because we had more movement to go through when you did it.
So, Eric, do you want to try what you did last time?
All right.
I'll let you tank it.
So, yeah, you see a giant horde of hobgoblins. They're all grabbing their gear, grabbing their weapons, you know, finishing up, putting on their armors and everything. That's
It
what you
almost
see.
feels like a.
What you gonna do?
Hey, where we going?
Ooh, I got a fun idea. We could fall back and see if we can funnel them into the other room and have them fight everything that's in there. I have a fog cloud that I can use to hide them, to possibly hide us where they don't run into us.
I'm down for whatever. It's up to you.
Sounds.
I was just gonna talk to him. Hey, where we going?
Sounds
Do
like.
you have a levitate or a fly spell at all? How high is the ceiling?
Like 10 foot.
Could I hold both of them?
Yeah.
I can only hold one of them.
Yeah.
The dwarf's gonna be heavy.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's pretty.
Do
fast.
you have a way?
Plus,
You have
Cross
a.
is fat. I
Do
don't know
you-
if you remember that. Like Cross is like.
I was gonna say he's chunky.
Yeah. Do you have
Chunky
do you have a
hobgoblin.
way of turning yourself like ethereal or going to like an astral plane for like a little bit?
Yeah, I can go to the astral plane.
Okay. Cause
But I don't know what that leaves in the.
no, I'm gonna try to see if I can drag them through. Like I want to see if we can fall back to here. Here's my whole plan. Fall back to here. I'm going to cast Fog Cloud in that area. I'm going to turn my wings on, pick him up, and fly up into the air. You're going to go disappear or whatever. They're going to go running through here, see this, run through it, end up in the other room, and have to fight everything that we just woke up.
Potentially, but we're gonna have to. So if you want to do that, we're gonna have to agree on an amount of time because.
You only go for like a minute.
No, I go until I use an action to come back.
Oh.
I can fly
But
until
I
whenever.
never use it that long because. Damn, that's just you scary.
Yeah. Yeah. As for playing, you scary, bitch.
Yeah.
And then the Fog Cloud is a concentration for 1 hour.
I don't know if I need to go away for an hour, but.
It doesn't need to be an hour. I'm just saying
No, I'm
we
just
can.
saying, like, but we need
We
to discuss
move
this.
back, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
But
we need
if
to
you-
fall back because I'm
There's
assuming
not a
they've
way for
seen
me to
us.
tell if this doesn't work.
Yeah, he's got a
Presses
time
him out.
limit and then he pops back
Can you
in.
turn ethereal or anything, or have like gaseous? What potions do you have? Because I know you have a shit ton that we gave you, and you might have some that are actually decent. Because I gave you every potion that we had.
Might be something in the repertoire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There might be like a greater invisibility or
Fire breath,
ethereal.
resistance, clairvoyance, whatever that is.
What?
Your handwriting. And
My handwriting.
The next from the
All right,
last.
so we got diminution.
Hey, George.
So potion of diminution. I'll have to look
Is,
that one up.
is Brendan and Matt ever going to come back
don't
to the
know.
session to
Ask
finish
them.
it?
I have no
Ask
idea.
them.
I have no clue.
What's the potion of diminution do? Diminution. I think is how it's spelled. It's from the. Because that's a spell that we have, and I don't know if it's something that shrinks you or.
It sounds like something.
Yeah, I would assume so. And that's the thing. If it shrinks him small enough, and he can just kind
Have
of hide
2
in a corner.
darts from Orsik's pockets.
Oh yeah. I forgot. He picked your pocket. That's where you lost the darts. That's why you don't have 7 anymore. You have 5. I forgot he pickpocketed them. He just took them from you because he could. I forgot how you did it.
He's passed out. He was
Oh,
drunk.
that's right. He's
Every time
passed
he passes out, he's drunk. I take something from him.
Wait, what was the first thing? Because you've been around him like 3 times. You did the darts once.
I don't know.
I know you took gold one other time.
Yeah, he took gold from me one time. So let's see. Gold one time, darts another.
I think you might have missed the other.
The
the
very
third
first time I don't think I did because that was like we had just
one. Yeah, that's right.
met and I didn't really know everybody that well.
And you weren't gonna mess with anyone quite yet.
So yeah, First time gold, second time's my darts.
I got a small satchel of assorted mushrooms from the Wizards of Stay.
Yeah.
It's gonna make people high.
High as hell.
I don't know if that'll actually do something. Craftsman might feel like it does something. We'll see. That's fun.
I need to look it up online real quick. 'cause
Yeah, I'm
it's
doing
hard.
that real quick.
It's hard sifting through to figure out. Mixing potions.
There it is. Potion of Diminution. When you drink this, you gain the reduce effect
Yeah.
of the enlarge/reduce spell for 1d4 hours, no concentration required. The red in the potion's liquid continuously contracts into a tiny bead and then expands to color the clear liquid around it.
Basically, it's kind of pulsing.
Yeah. So, essentially, I guess it just... So, it's whatever the enlarge or reduce spell does. So I guess you can shrink.
You can see
Enlarge slash
larger or
reduce.
smaller for the duration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do basically large. You can
You can grow
enlarge
bigger or
reduce.
you can grow smaller.
Yeah.
Well, if I go smaller, can I, like, how small? It doesn't say.
Well, it's going to be whatever the enlarge or reduce spell. Large
That's what I'm
slash
saying.
reduce.
I'm trying to see.
Let me see. I think
The
you
target is a creature. Everything it is wearing and carrying changes size with it. Any item dropped by an affected creature remains a normal size. Reduced. Target size is halved in all dimensions, and its weight is reduced by 1/8 of normal.
Okay.
So if it's the reduce...
I still don't think you'd be able to carry me.
You go to half size.
Oh,
I'd from medium to small.
Yeah, you go down a size. So I mean, you'd be basically the size of like a gnome.
So I'd be able to hold them both if that happens, right? Could I?
It'd be difficult, but you could.
No! I'll drink it in large and I can hold both of them because I'll be bigger.
It's only a 10-foot ceiling.
Yeah, 10-foot.
Oh, that's true. Fine.
You'll be as
Then
tall
I'll...
as
Then,
ceiling.
yeah, that would be...
Guys.
Hey, hey, hey! Fuck it to you! Come fight me,
I
bitches.
think Alexis is going to this. Try to keep it down.
Oh, she yelling at you?
No, I just know I heard her walking around, so I know she's about to lay down.
Gotcha.
But I mean, we'll be done here in a little bit. See what you guys are doing next.
And then we finish.
All right, so yeah, I
next
think if you
Tuesday?
shrink, would I be... No. Next
2
Tuesday,
weeks.
Then we finish this session 2 weeks.
Yeah.
we finished probably the whole campaign.
Yeah,
the
it'll
whole
be
thing will
pretty
be
much.
done.
You guys will pretty much be done.
So I'm going to say then, if you can shrink.
I can also leave. I can go away. So
You can also astral plane.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what if he drinks it? Since he's a lot
He would
more
go,
cumbersome.
It would be the same thing. He would go down to
Same thing.
small
Okay.
or go to large.
Okay.
The
Well,
cross
I
is
mean-
short and fat. So
Yeah,
like,
I know.
he
Well,
might
that's
as
what I'm
be
saying. If
short.
either one of you take it, would I be able to hold both of them for the duration of this?
I mean, if somebody shrank down, yes,
But-
it would be difficult.
It's only a 10-foot ceiling as well.
Yeah.
So like, if you're gonna fly to the ceiling,
And lay
Like-
flat, and I'm gonna and I would cradle you all.
I mean, you got to flap your wings to move, so you wouldn't be able to lay flat on the ceiling.
yeah, you're not casting levitate.
Yeah.
Shoot,
That
we'll
would-
have
that would be-
How big is the room that we're in? How high is the ceiling in the room that
10
we're
feet.
about to go into?
Don't.
It's only like 10
don't
foot in
random
these
escape
areas.
spells.
Damn, this isn't working out well for me. Let me see if I have something else I can do real quick.
Y'all got wand of fireballs, just nuke this room.
Okay. I mean, we're not. How?
No, I mean,
might as well
I'm
just.
just laughing. I mean,
No,
that's kind of the perfect situation.
Yeah,
for
it kind of
nuclear
is.
fireballs.
Just nuke the room. Just shoot as many of those as you can in there.
That was my first instinct. Hey, you.
Hey, you fucker. Yeah. So what you guys doing?
If you want to cast fireball, I'm okay with that, and then we just deal with them.
I'm gonna hop on they're not.
Yeah, I mean, well, remember we fought 2 of them and dropped them in 3 hits.
Yeah. And it's the same situation. You can tell that this one guy is kind of armored better than the others.
Can we tell if this is the same group or if it's a different group?
It's
Completely different group. Yeah, because you haven't seen anybody go by you, but yeah, you can tell this is a completely different group.
Okay. How does this work? So I'm checking my AoEs too, because we both can get an AoE off before we get, like, before it, quote unquote, starts, so to speak. I could dwindle the numbers. So I'm looking at my AoEs.
12 on the fireball.
And I'll use my daggers to stabby stab or shoot.
We're
arrows.
not technically in combat
Right.
yet, so but yeah.
I mean, you guys got a couple of seconds here before.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Seconds.
Yeah, go ahead and
wand a fireball, but I'm gonna bump it to 5th level.
Okay.
So
So that'd be an extra 2d8, so it's gonna be 10d8.
Something like that, yeah.
I think
6. Is it 8 or 6? Is it?
I thought it was 8d8 for regular,
I think that's lightning bolt.
or 6d8. Yeah, no, 6d8. No,
I thought it was 86.
what am I thinking?
Hold on, I got it.
Or 8d6s.
I thought it was 86.
Yeah, it might be.
It's 8d6
Yeah,
at 3rd
yeah.
level, so at
Oh,
5th
bumping it.
level it's 10d6.
Yeah. Well, no, it bumps it 2, doesn't it?
Huh?
Doesn't it bump it 2 per level?
No, it's 1 per level.
Just 1 extra d6 per level. Okay.
Yeah.
So 10d6.
fire.
Dropping it.
Yeah, that was.
So, yeah, shortly as you go to do the wand of fireballs, like, some of them look over and notice you all, but I mean, you're gonna pop off the fireball before they can make too much of a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Depends on where he's shooting it to.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the freaking radius? Is
20
massive
foot
on
radius.
that. So, I mean,
Honestly,
If you want to hit the majority of the
This
guys,
if you did about there,
yeah,
you would get the majority of them.
majority of them, yeah.
and then I can do because mine only has
And
10
then-
feet. Shatter that I have, I can only get 10 feet with that.
That's pretty solid.
But since it's thunder,
10,
I can match the
15.
thing using my channel.
Yeah.
But I need a short rest to get that back, so I'll probably just risk the
20, 25, 31.
Good, bad.
Those are good. 43.
43 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Save. Now, I don't remember. So this is from the special wand I got with the fire gem or
I'm
whatever.
assuming it would be the same
yeah.
save.
So
What do you want me to use for the DC? Do you want me to use
I
mine?
think the wand itself has the DC.
It does, but I didn't know if that was boosted because it was a special item or.
Nah, it'll be insane.
15.
Yeah. So one guy makes a save, and you said it was 43.
Yeah.
And you had it hit the majority, so it's because you put it like right here.
Mhm.
So that's
It's 20 feet.
so 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's gonna hit like that, I
Yeah.
think.
It
'Cause
might
that's
miss
gonna
this
be
guy.
5, 10, 15, 20 and hit them. I think it's missing that one. Yeah, I
Panic
think so.
and run.
Actually, if
Panic
you
and
put it,
run.
if it was here, 5,
It's
10,
wherever
15,
wherever he
20.
said that I would hit majority of them.
So
If he puts it like here, it would hit.
these are gone. That one's gone, and those two are gone.
All them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled pretty well on that. I think I only hit
Yeah.
1.
Even if they did save, not enough.
Really?
Yeah. They're
So,
high points. They have-
I'm
they have
going
11
to-
hit points.
Well, I would have just regular
But
3rd leveled it or whatever, but
Yeah.
like, I've got the wand.
just
I
in
might as well
case.
roll.
Yeah.
15, 20. Hang on. So 5.
Is it my turn?
No, me. 5,
Okay.
10, 15,
Well, yeah,
20,
you guys are
25,
getting
30,
kind of a
35, 40,
surprise
45,
round.
50,
Oh yeah.
55,
You
60.
want us to roll initiative?
So shatter.
Yeah, after he does whatever he wants to do, and then Vincent can get one item off, and then we'll do initiative.
I'm at 10
So,
for that whenever that's
Shatter is only a 10-foot radius, so I doubt there's a way it can hit all of them.
The most. What's the?
It's a
range?
60-foot range, I think.
was gonna
That's
say
the
if
thing.
you shot it,
I
down
really wanted to, but I don't have
but
enough
you can
range
get
for it.
pretty much any. You can either get these two closest, or that one in the corner and this one. That'd be your best bet.
Hang on, wait a minute. I could cast Call Lightning, and I have up to 120 feet there.
I think you'd be outside.
Nope, I don't think so. I've casted inside before, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-uh.
It gets more powerful when you're outside, I think. And it's during a storm. Let me see, I want to check that.
Sad.
Call Lightning. A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder that's 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius. Centered on a point you could see 100 feet directly above you. The spell fails if you can't see a point in the air where the storm cloud could appear. For example, if you're in a room that cannot accommodate the cloud, which means if I'm shooting it in the hallway, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But this room's big enough. When you cast a spell, choose a point you can see within range. A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to a point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dex save, or they take 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half on a successful. On each of my turns until the spell ends, I can use my action to call down lightning in this way again, targeting the same point or a different one.
Yeah.
If I'm outdoors in stormy conditions when I cast this, the spell gives me control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one.
Okay.
And under such conditions, the spell's damage increases by 1d10.
You just get. Honestly, I mean,
I
you
mean,
can do that if you want.
Because that's what
But
I could
the
do.
only thing is, it's still only going to be a 10-foot strike, and then it's a concentration.
Yeah, it's a concentration up to 10
Yeah.
minutes. But see, my thing is since they gotta move, if I cast it in the center of the room, or like right here, I essentially could have it land in between there and possibly hit 2 of them, if not 3.
I mean, what you were going to do before would hit 2.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking. See, the Call Lightning I can put back here and have it hit more. That's what I was looking at.
On consecutive turns, yes. You'd be able to hit like these 3 or hit these 2.
I can't hit this one, or I can't hit like here and hit 1, 2, 3.
It's within 5 foot of the radius.
That's right. It is a 5-foot radius.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you could hit like this guy, and then it would hit these 2.
Well, it's a point. It doesn't even say a creature. It's just a point
Yeah.
on the board.
Well, I mean, either way, it's still only going to be. This would be your best hit, but then you got a concentration. The other one.
Shatter is instantaneous. It's the same thing. But the other thing is I'm using a 2 as opposed to a 3.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing is I wanted to. Well, they're gonna get close enough. So
I mean, it's up to you. What you doing?
all right, we'll just do a shatter to hit
Those 2.
those 2.
Okay. Where did I get?
So
what
it's
was it?
a
Con.
Constitution save. Yep, and it's 3d8 thunder because I'm only casting it at a level 2.
What's your DC?
17.
1 made it, 1 didn't.
Okay. So I've got. Oh, wow. 8, 8, 7. So
23.
23. Yep.
So 23 damage.
To 2
to
of them,
one of
and then one of them take.
And half to the other. They'll still wipe out both.
Okay.
So that'll still kill off both of those guys over
Okay.
there. So they are Kaputski.
So.
Yeah, turn them bad boys off.
All right, now make a mark on my spell slots here,
Alrighty.
and that's the surprise
So
round
roll
we get.
me some initiative.
Don't I get one?
Oh yeah. What are you gonna do?
See, that's what I was.
He was talking about that beforehand.
Yeah.
When we were casting spells, you don't
Yeah,
have
it
a
took
lot
a
of
little
things
bit,
at
but
range.
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
yeah.
What do you got?
I'm going to do a sneak attack to sneak around and
You gonna run up and stab him?
yeah.
Okay. Run up and do your stabby. Cause you got the space. You got the speed.
13 plus 12, so 25.
25 to hit. That'll hit.
Okay, so
And then
10.
it's gonna be even if you rolled minimum, it's gonna kill him.
So
He's dead.
Even if you rolled nothing but 1s, you're gonna kill him.
So he's dead.
So, yep. Now roll me some initiative.
Yeah, I finished.
13 for me.
13. I think you had 10.
And I'll roll.
Oh, and you moved. So you're up here now.
One back. He
One
only
back?
moved 25.
Well, he did the attack, and I thought the guy was back here.
No.
Oh,
Like
he's
he's
there.
standing
Okay.
there.
I was like here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
My bad.
Yep.
So I roll for initiative.
Yes.
13.
13.
You roll a 2 and he's still here.
Yeah.
Actually.
Because remember, you get this
His
plus
dex
your
score is
charisma.
That's
higher,
what
so
I
he's
said.
getting
I said
I just wanna
13.
make sure, yeah.
And he's got alert, so he's got an extra 5 on top of that. So.
His minimum
what did
roll
you
is a
roll?
12.
What did you roll? You were 13.
I rolled a 13, yes.
I rolled a 13.
So. You're going to go before.
Because you have a higher dex.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with Dex.
Yeah.
'Cause he was-
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, his lowest roll on a dex is a 12.
So.
He cannot roll lower than a 12.
My 1. My 2. Alrighty.
So we have one guy there, 3 there, and 2 there.
So you're first,
Yep.
Vincent.
Go to it. What are you doing?
I'm going to kill him.
Run up and do it.
Run up and do it. Come on, baby. Show me the money.
Natural 1.
No, not a natural 1. That's a 7
Oh.
plus 12. That's 19. Don't
That'll
scare
hit.
me.
That'll probably
It
kill him
looks like a
too.
1 from
Yep.
here.
That'll hit.
So I go
You're up there now,
here.
yep.
Yep.
So me,
Alright.
I'm gonna.
He's like, "Ah!"
Could I like? So I want to first step into here.
Okay.
Every blast is 120, so
You'll hit.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. Could I hit him?
Yeah.
All right. I want to shoot all 3 at him.
Okay.
My low is a 19.
Miss.
Next high is a 20.
That'll hit.
So that is going to do 8, then plus 7 more, so 15. So we know it's a 20 to hit him. And then I'm going to step back
All right.
out of sight.
Crosser.
I'm gonna just flick the wand around the corner
Flick the bean of death and
into the
destruction.
guy there.
Here.
Yes.
Just taking out the whole rest of the group.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
That's why I didn't want to cast another spell or do anything. I was hoping to drop
6, 6,
someone.
5, 3.
6, 6, 5,
So
3,
18,
So all but
21,
one-
20.
What's the DC?
15.
15.
Well,
and
he's
then I
got
have
more
2
dice
more.
rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh no. 17, 20,
How bad?
Bad.
27.
Bad for them or
Them.
him.
27 altogether?
I think because it was 6, right? Or is it 8d6?
It's 8d6 at the
8d6.
base.
31.
31. Okay.
So there's one left.
Yep.
The guy that I hit. Unless he just shit himself because he just saw his whole group
Yeah,
just
he
get
saw the
demolished.
He saw the whole caboodle get
Yeah,
murdered.
he's a little charged.
Panic and run. Panic and run.
Because that hit him too, right? The
No.
or
No.
the fireball would have hit
Yeah,
him.
fireball hit him.
Oh, fireball hit him.
Yep. He's
Okay.
the only one that saved.
Oh shit! Nice.
But again, he's just a
He's the
little bit
captain or
tougher.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, the cat because this is not the warlord. This is the captain, right?
Yeah.
The captain's what, a CR 2, 3? So I know the warlord's like a
Like a 3.
6. The warlord's a
Warlord's
6.
a 6.
He's freaking
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, he's only like a 3. So.
Does he shit himself?
No. No.
Panic and run. Panic and run.
So I have to roll at least a 13 on this. Oh wait, no, I got another one.
Hey George,
I forgot.
thank you for remembering that there's a third guy here.
Oh no, you're good. You still would have just had. You still would have had your special. You still would have had your surprise round. I just wanted to get everybody lined up for the initiative. So you still
Really?
had it. Yeah.
Really?
Because actually, I said roll initiative a bit
And-
ago, and he had already rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then we were working the surprise round, so you
Yeah,
wanted to
because
get
I
us
had
to
asked
roll,
him if he was
then
going to have us
finish.
roll initiative. So
But,
I
that,
did
but
it.
would I have had the opportunity to kill him?
You
and
would
then
have rolled
him?
initiative,
Yeah,
then
you
done the
still would've
surprise
had-
round before that.
you
Your
still
initiative would have
had
been
that.
rolled, so
I
it
just
just
wanted
would have
to
done
get
different
everybody
order.
in order because he had already rolled, and I didn't want to forget his number.
Okay.
So yeah, no, you still would have had your
Six.
surprise and then your normal. That was the fireball.
So
So
mob
actually
two.
those.
And then
Yeah.
mob 1 hasn't gone
Yeah,
yet.
mob one. Shit. Boy, ain't got much of shit that he can do.
He's gonna come waddling up. Then Vince is gonna run up and sneak attack him.
Mmm.
Because to be honest, you're gonna go first. You can move and dash with your bonus, and probably catch up all the grounds and get your sneak attack off.
Because
Now
I-
you have to hit with a 20, so you have to roll at least an 8.
That-
Well, that was useless.
Just have
It was
him
like
turn
a
around and run
motivational
away.
speech or something like that, where you give.
Yeah, I mean he's got like leadership and all kinds of other stuff, but he has to have troops. Got murder house all his troops, so he's kind of like,
I want to use Lita. Where the fuck did they ever go? And just
He's
charred
just like-
corpses.
I mean, he got hit by the
There's
fireball
there's
too.
there's
so,
charred corpses everywhere, and then there's 2 that are in pieces,
yeah. It just
and then 1 that just got like his throat slashed. So he's like,
I-
"The hell am I doing?"
2. Their throat slashed.
Oh yeah, there was the other one. I thought he got fireball too. Guess
No,
not.
I killed him.
No, I'm
him.
saying like
And you
him,
killed
he
those
got
2.
fireball, but he didn't do anything.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like I thought one
Yeah.
survived the fireball as well.
Yeah, he's the one that survived the fireball. That's it. Actually, he's gonna throw a javelin at the dwarf.
Run up and throw it, or just throw it.
He's just gonna. I think he's within range for that.
No, javelin's
gonna-
like 30 feet. I think.
Yeah.
If he,
So he'll heave the javelin.
I'm gonna get hit again.
Hey, you wanted to be a
Maybe.
bear and tank?
Maybe.
You've got to hit a 17.
He's above beyond 30. So it was a 10, 20. Yeah, he's
So it's disadvantage too.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Javelin goes whizzing by.
Oh, but this is with a melee attack. So since that's range, you would use
So is that a
Defense,
swashbuckler thing?
uncanny dodge.
uncanny dodge because this is when another creature hits you with a melee attack. So you have to be
Yeah.
in melee for that to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
All right,
Yeah, it's a
so
swashbuckler.
I guess it's
He's
Vincent.
got-
Yeah,
Yeah. Back to the top.
Kill him.
run up and hit him.
You don't have enough.
No, he can move, then dash as a bonus, then use his action to attack.
Or I could just pull up my
If he's
short
doing
bow,
that.
Yeah,
Are you?
that's what I'm
what are
saying.
you
That's what
doing?
he's gonna do.
sneak attack, and kill him.
Okay.
How?
So.
You have to explain how you're gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Tell me how
Okay.
you do
Not
it.
me.
Okay, first I did this, then this, and
No,
these guys.
So,
No,
what
no,
are you doing
this
with your
is-
actions? Then you can tell me as you're killing him what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, he threw the javelin, missed.
Yep. So, you moving
How
up?
are you using
Stop
your
trying.
action economy?
Not how are you going to kill
No,
him.
no, I'm
How
trying-
are you going to engage him? Let's say that way instead.
How are you going to get to him?
Yeah, he's trying to find out what
I-
how you're using your action
and,
economy.
and I'm trying to figure out how to do
Okay,
it.
that's fine.
Because you're too far away from your movement to get up to him. So you
Yeah. So,
So
how
how-
much movement you got?
30 feet. So 30 is going to do
So move
5,
30.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That puts you there. Or if you even want right
Yeah.
there. So that's your base movement. How are you going to close that additional 10 feet?
You can throw a ranged at him, or you can do other stuff to get up next to him.
I could use my short bow and shoot him.
If you want to.
Okay, so
Okay, take a shot.
Take a shot.
okay. 20.
Oh,
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
What's a dirty? What do you mean dirty 20?
Well,
Dirty
it's not a
20
nat
means it's
20.
not a natural 20.
Yeah.
Natural 20 is when you roll
When you nat 20, that's when you do the double
like
damage.
this on the die.
Dirty
This is a
20
nat
just
20.
means it adds
Dirty,
to a total
yeah.
of
Okay.
20.
This plus that equaling 20 is a dirty 20.
Yeah, so that'll hit. So roll some damage.
Okay, so I roll my since it's a sneak attack.
Nope.
It would be,
Nope.
It's not because you're not in melee with him
So
one
it
on
would
one.
be a D. It
You don't
would be
have
a
advantage.
4.
You're not in melee. So,
It would be
A D6.
yeah. I was gonna
Because
say
the short bow's
bow,
right here.
D6.
All the damage is right there.
Okay,
It's a D6 and you add 5.
Add 5. 7.
7.
Yep.
He's looking rough.
You could use your bonus action to dash and cover the rest of that space, and then you would have got your
Yeah.
sneak attack.
That's what we're saying.
That's why I even said that twice. He told me to shut up. That's why I stopped. But you still didn't pick up on it, even though I literally verbatimly said it.
That's a
I
lot.
was.
It's all good.
It's fine.
Uh,
But no, that's
this
what I'm
is the kind of
saying.
Stuff that we're wanting you to like.
Yeah. Learn.
You have to figure out all the different stuff that you can do.
That's
You
why
had-
read the rogue. Read the rogue. It tells you everything in
Yeah.
there that it
You-
can do.
Never mind.
No, it's
Like,
fine.
you would have been able to get up to him and stab him.
I was considering my moves, but
Mhm.
and the way I do it is describing it, and
You were describing how you're going to slash, not you weren't saying I want to move up in melee,
Because
and
what
this
I'm
is how
telling
I'm
you,
doing
what are you
it.
gonna do? Like, I want to know what you're doing with your actions, bonus action, main action. You know this. You've done enough combats.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I
was
want to
talking
know
about.
what you're doing, and then if you're killing them, yeah.
well, first my idea was, of course, doing what I did to those two, just run up and stab him.
Yeah, but you didn't have enough speed to get up to stab him. So
Right.
that's
So
what I
when
was gonna say.
when you said that, I
Mhm.
was then trying to think what I could do, and one idea that my original idea was that I was thinking is move kind of out of the way, like away from him, like if I may.
You can move stuff around.
Let's see, disengage height, kind of a zigzag pattern, and as if trying to disorient him. Or
So 5, 10,
That
15,
wouldn't
20,
make a
25.
difference. Like, it's an open area. Like,
Okay.
you guys aren't having a hard time hitting them. They're not going to have a hard time hitting you. It's just kind of an open room with a couple of beds here and there.
well, that I wasn't aware of. So
No,
Yep.
you're fine.
yeah. I don't think it would have mattered. I would have, even if I did run, you like you said, I wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah. So
move
you
that
can
close
use
to
No.
him.
your bonus
It's
action,
action to
do a
dash, hide,
which
or
gives you
disengage.
twice your movement speed. Read that one.
So 30,
You've done it before.
30,
You were doing it.
then you get
against
30
Tiamat.
more. There's only 10 you got to make up. That puts you here. You're now engaged one-on-one without any other enemies on you. What does that give you? You got it here and here.
Sneak attack.
Bingo.
You got it.
You don't have it at range there because you're not engaged with him. You have to be engaged with a single enemy or have an ally engaged with the enemy within 5 feet of the
And
enemy.
then I can.
Then you get the
Then
sneak
you get your
attack.
sneak.
Yep.
Yes, that part I understand.
Um, Eldritch Blast him. My low is a 20.
That'll hit.
So 10, 19, 19 and 6 is 25.
That's gonna be. Even if you roll minimum.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so you couldn't have had much left.
I
No,
mean,
he was
after,
looking
yeah.
bad. He was looking.
I hit him with 2 Eldritch, with 2 beams earlier, then you fireballed him and he saved, but he still took.
Can I look through his stuff, whatever the
20.
captain's stuff, and like see if I find anything on it?
Yeah, you can search the body.
What do
I
you-
knew the body.
I
You
guess we'll
find,
look through all the bodies and see if we find anything.
A couple of javelins. He's got a great sword. He
Well, heck, I
has
think I'm
What's
out
so
of-
great about it?
it's a
Actually,
big
how
old-
many javelins? 2?
Yeah, he had 3
Alright,
of them, so he had 2 more.
Okay, so can I pick up all 3 of them then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, because I can use those.
Yeah.
I'll have 4 javelins now.
23 on an investigation if you needed it.
Adam, are you gonna pick up the javelin that he just?
I just
threw
said
at
I'm
me as
picking
well?
up all the
Yeah,
javelins.
he's grabbing that one.
I'm grabbing
the one
all
that
the
missed you.
javelins.
He's
Yes.
gonna grab that one.
Okay.
That gives me 4 javelins
and
because I think my max
then-
is 5.
So I mean,
Might as well
really,
carry him
on
if I
most of the
carry
regular
him.
hobgoblins, you're just finding long swords, long bows. They had like chainmail, shields.
Does any of them
half-plate.
have darts so I can get
Half
the
plate?
two?
They have a
Yeah.
half plate?
Well, the captain had half plate
Damn, I have magical armor. Too bad.
on.
George, do I find any darts on any of the goblins?
Nope.
No darts, no knives or anything. It's mainly just swords and shields.
Okay.
Swords, shields, and armor.
All right. So before,
So-
can we check down this hallway and that hallway to see what we
What are
see?
you doing?
Yeah, to make up for the loss too that
Well,
I.
he still doesn't. You know you've lost two. Orsic doesn't know
Orsic
he's
doesn't
lost
know
the
it's
two
two.
yet. He
I'd
just
say
know he
by
has
now
five.
he's noticed. He's like, I got a few missing. He doesn't know where or when he lost them, but he knows he's short a couple.
Yeah, because you gotta think every time I've messed with you like that, you've been like super duper unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can kind of feel my weapons and say something's
He
missing.
checks himself when he gets up, and he's
Vince,
like, my stuff's gone.
This is the size of a dart. You're not really gonna miss, and this is heavier than a dart actually will
He
be.
keeps track of those darts pretty
I'm
heavily.
a
No,
rogue.
he hasn't.
I'm a rogue. I'm a swashbuckler.
And you're passed out. You ain't good.
Uh-huh.
We could kick you in the balls and you would not feel it, except when you woke up.
But when I'm using
Anyways.
weapons,
You weren't using them. He picked them off
So
of you when
who's
you were
going
sleeping.
in
Anywho.
what direction?
I'm going
You said it's
to.
on each side. There's a.
Yeah, there's a hallway that way and a hallway this way.
I'm going to use stealth and. Well, since you said it's kind of an open area, not so
Yeah, it's
much.
an open area, and then you see that this hallway goes down into a big room, and then that hallway goes down.
Well,
Into a big
I'll-
room or not?
It's a little bit smaller. It goes over, and then you see stairs, and then like kind of the top section of an archway
Okay.
down that way.
And I'm going to go over there and see what I can find.
Okay,
Up
you
to,
coming this way?
Yeah.
We'll go that way first. I won't follow. I'll wait to see what he comes back with.
Yeah.
You can collapse that hallway if you want to stay where. it is.
Yeah. Just shorten it. It's all good. So you go in, and there's
I'll go up to the edge, right there.
okay. So basically, it's just a giant sleeping area. It's got a couple of beds in there, couple of foot lockers.
I
Really? You can buy shoes there.
Oh yeah.
Some Jordans.
Buy you some kicks.
I explore and check the what cases did you say they were?
They
Just
have
like
any
foot
easy-
lockers.
I checked the foot lockers very carefully.
No, they got the beezies though.
Oh, okay.
I checked the foot lockers.
Okay.
Eric, we've had
So you're
3
gonna go open-
combats technically. I haven't swung my sword once.
Yeah, neither.
You
don't have a
go over.
No,
He does. You
but
don't.
George, before you do what I think you're gonna do to me, I am going to examine, like,
Okay.
check it, like for traps or.
It's like permanent PTSD.
Yeah, exactly.
It is. I like it. All right.
It's like
So
transposed campaigns too. It's like
You need to do that. You just need to make every character he has scared of mimics.
it's like a
scared of mimics.
Yeah.
That's all I've got to do.
Yeah.
So you go in there.
No, Orsic is scared of mimics. I'm not personally.
Yes, you are. Because you're controlling Orsic right now and you're making him scared of mimics.
He gets twitchy. But no, there's a couple of foot lockers. You said you're going to search foot lockers.
Yes.
Give me a inspection or investigation.
Thank you. It's wow, actually good. 23.
Okay, so there are 3
For what?
foot lockers in there.
Oh, I'm sorry, 25. 25.
Are you doing
Okay.
Investigation.
Yeah, so you go and check them. They're not trapped or locked or anything. It's just 3 little foot lockers, and you're able to open up. They have basically one of them has like a backpack. You know, like if you wanted like a Dungeoneer's pack or something, you could grab that backpack. The other one has a couple of valuable items in it. Roll me a D6.
D6.
Yeah.
I'll make a note of everything
5.
you find.
5? Okay. So you are able to find 5 little, like, diamonds worth about 50 gold apiece.
Okay,
can write
I
those down.
pocket them as well as grab the backpack and leave.
It's a Dungeoneer's pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
or some other backpack. You know, whichever. If you guys want, if you want some kind of
But no,
backpack, we'll
it
just
is
say it's
awesome.
whatever.
I'll take a look and see what.
But yeah, no, you're able to find that, and then
Actually, it does need to be a dungeoneer. He doesn't have a way to climb. And dungeoneers have the pitons and crowbars and all that to help him climb.
Yeah.
So,
Just-
yeah,
you can
give
just
him the
be a
dungeoneer's pack because
dungeoneer's
now
pack.
he can climb.
So you find, you know, the Dungeoneer's pack. Roll me, let's say 3d8s.
3d8s.
You're gonna make him do his own mimic damage?
Mimic bites you.
Okay.
You become a mimic.
It's a vampire mimic.
How many d8s?
Three.
1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2.
1, 2, 6. So you find 6 gold.
Okay.
So,
I pocket them.
Find 6 gold, the 5 diamonds, and a Dungeoneer's pack in there.
Okay. I grab it and I
And
take.
that's all that's in there.
Okay. Then I
So,
walk out.
as
and-
I see him walking out, I'll start walking towards the other door.
Okay.
The other-
So,
Way this way. I guess to the brink of the other room.
yeah. So that one, you go down there, and basically, it ends up just being.
Does that mean we'll have to just go back the way we came?
Not yet. We don't know what's this way.
So you get in there, and all it is jail cells.
So we do have to go back. And there's no exit from there?
Nope. Just a closed off jail cell room.
Okay. So I'm just going to tell him, we got to go back. But I would say, is there any chance we could walk back the way we came here to where all that ugly shit is and see if they've moved, they've fallen back asleep, if they've shifted, like, what is that room?
If they're 20 feet behind CrossFit because they figured out where the
Yeah.
room.
They figured out how to leave the room.
You
And they
make
heard the
it.
giant fireballs.
Yeah. The
And a bunch of
commotion going on.
screaming,
So
crying in agony.
you guys are able to get back. You guys are gonna just hit here and then look around
and
the
look
corner.
around the corner, yeah.
Okay. So give me some stealth rolls, people.
Okay.
Oh,
And I'm gonna
that's
guidance
solid.
me,
Dirty
too.
20.
Nice.
That's
Oh.
about as good as I can get. From the
Hey.
For stealth, I got a 25.
25.
25.
25.
How do I almost out stealth the rogue?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Do we have a rogue for next campaign?
No,
Not yet.
we don't have any. We have a fighter, a paladin, and a barbarian. And then Brandon's gonna multi-class into something. Sounds like Matt's gonna bard, but that's all we got. So we kind of have a rogue, but we don't really have a. But we don't have a rogue because
So
it
you
depends
get
on how
back to that
consistent
room,
he is.
and you see that the roper and
Bards
the
are really
two
good rogues.
the 2 ropers and the 2 Odiugs are pacing around the room.
How high is the ceiling of the room?
Ceiling here actually goes kind of high. Ceiling here goes about, I'd probably say about 50, 60 feet.
Do I still happen to have my wings activated from the first room?
I mean,
Because I
with
think
those
you
stealth
gave me
rolls-
a.
I mean, it hasn't been that long.
With those stealth rolls, how
I think it lasts, what, about
You give me
an
30
hour?
minutes.
30
You
minutes?
gave me 30 minutes.
Okay. We'll say, yeah, it's been long enough for them to shut down at this point.
Okay.
with those stealth rolls, how confident do we feel that we can get across?
They're not sleeping though. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're awake.
They're awake, so they will
So they're
see
awake
us.
and pacing around the room.
I can fly high to where, if we keep those stealth rolls, I could probably go back and forth between the rooms and get us back over. But that's about the extent that I have that I can do.
Here we go.
And to keep you from thunder stepping again, and I can fly you first, and then come back and get him. Would I be able to do something like that?
Yeah, I mean, if you tried to fly over them, yeah, I'd say you should be able to.
Actually, why don't we use the potion now? One of you take it. You said I'd be able to carry both of them. I could fly
Yeah, if you tried
across
that,
and take them both. Yeah.
Like I said, it'd be difficult, but you could do it. You could try it.
Well, I mean,
It's
I'm.
just gonna be the only thing we're saving is time to just have you do it and come back.
But I mean, what else are you gonna use the potion for?
I have no idea, but it's better to not take any chances, in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
to just do it and come back than him make you have a chance at a roll and then you drop somebody.
More than likely, if you're the one that takes it, he'd be the one I drop.
You know? But he's also the one that's probably closer to death because he's been attacked.
No, he's still over 100.
Finally.
Beat up
He's
a
at
little bit.
134. Because remember, he took 2 shots as a bear from the roper,
That's right.
and that's where a lot of that damage came from.
Which,
You-
thank goodness,
No,
Or if
one
you
shot
guys-
from the roper because the other
Yeah,
one
he only
missed.
got hit once.
That would
He
have
only got hit
helped
once.
if he actually did get hit, because then he'd already be the rogue and he can make a dart.
You,
Dash.
actually, if you
Dark
guys want,
dash
we can go
can be
ahead and cut it there for
That's
now.
fine.
I
Yeah.
wanted to go through that though.
Yeah.
At least if
I mean-
because that's my way of doing it. If worst case scenario with the stealth roll, I'll activate my wings, fly one over, fly back, fly the next one over, and we can start on the other end and go back towards the other part.
Yeah.
That way we're not figuring
You
this
guys
out
wanna
next
down
time.
the stairs.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Okay.
go backtrack and go to the edge of the steps where the.
I'd say so.
Okay,
That should be
so
fine.
we'll just do that then. I'll activate my wings and I've
Yeah.
got one more charge on the thing. And we'll just
Just
and then
one
we
by
start there.
one,
Yep, just one
fly
by one
over,
and do
and then swing down the
these
stairs.
number,
'cause who knows
so
when
then we're
we'll-
there again.
Who knows if we'll need something like that? Like,
Yeah.
I
No, it's fine. Well, I mean, if we're fighting, I mean, he could turn into a bear. We could give him the potion, then he's a huge bear.
Yeah.
We got that option too, because
Shove
the
that
bear's
potion as
large.
a large bear, make you
Be an owl bear.
No,
He'd be a huge bear. He'd
Yeah.
be a huge bear
Yeah.
if we need it.
well,
Because I still have.
He'd be
Oh, I need to write
what if
that
I
down.
polymorphed into a giant ape and then
Good grief. Then you got a
fucking
giant
King
ape
Kong,
and a giant bear.
and literally King
Huge
Kong.
ape and a huge
Giant-
bear. just
and I'm
shoving
sitting there going
around.
like, "Hi."
He's like, I don't
I'm
know.
mighty.
I can't turn it. I can flap some wings.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
good with that though.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then so you guys will be back towards the trap room.
So we're
Yep.
basically where we started.
Yeah, but the other
A
side
little bit.
Oh, you got 6 gold.
and 5 diamonds
Well, 5
and a
diamonds.
Dungeoneer's pack, which can help you climb. Since you have no vertical methods,
Yeah.
we
So-
kind of do.
We will cut it there. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back 2 weeks. And we'll play us again. All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good one. Everybody have a good week. Chaos with Chaotic Beagle signing out.
And I do admit that